Oh, I'm so glad that was empty.
Yeah.
Will someone please kick out the chair because I can't do this again. I can't stop haunting my dreams full of the faces of forgotten friends. And the worst part of this is that I did this to myself. I'm only myself to blame. Welcome to my personal hell.
May I ask your attention, please? The most office is now on display. Please proceed in an orderly fashion. Thank you.
If the veil blurred out my eyes, I told you all my sins and lies. Come on, come see my dreams on display for us.
Like it was before. Let's just go.
Okay, let's go live.
All right, let's fuck it.
Oh,
We'll do it
there
live.
we go.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Hello there.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
Hopefully, people can hear us. We had a little weird glitch there. The audio on the computer is acting funny, so I ended up having to play a YouTube video to get us some intro music, and then that was making the computer act funny. I had to do some emergency operations on the computer at Wasteland, and there's definitely still some bugs that I gotta work out. So bear with us. We'll see how tonight goes. It's been doing okay so far for the DJ show, though. So
Yeah. Just gonna share this video around, make sure everybody's aware that hey, we're live. Come watch us.
Still not showing us live on Twitch.
Well,
not showing on Twitch, huh?
so
That's interesting.
sorry, not sorry about Twitch. It happens. As long as-
Yeah. I don't know. We don't always get a lot of viewers on Twitch, so
Yeah. I'm going to keep an eye on it and keep refreshing.
I'm just gonna try to move forward. Welcome to Wasteland Talk. I don't know who all is out there watching right now, but I am your host, Hatter.
Well, we got Santos and people watching saying, "Damn, nice new sign." Yeah, you can thank fucking good old Gilly for that.
Thank you, Gilly.
Yeah, Gilly made this sign.
Bust his ass on that.
We love this thing. It looks really
Yeah.
nice.
Eventually, we'll get some hanging pieces on the back so we can actually hang it on the wall. Right now, it's just on the fucking table.
I'm tagging Moss Man so he can fucking pop in.
Yeah,
I have business with that man.
I know. Okay, what the fuck? Event page. Just making sure everybody's aware.
Do.
Oh, got Moth Eater. Fuck you, Moth Eater.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck, that's not what I want. That's not give me.
We'll have to bring that up too.
So yeah, welcome to fucking season 3, episode 1. Fucking 3 seasons of this fucking shit show.
Holy shit.
And you guys love us, and we love you.
Yes.
And of course, you guys know that we just came back from Wasteland, so this is our first show in technically kind of a month, but also we had the show at Wasteland, and so for you guys who are waiting for that show to come online, we have our friend Zeke doing the cleaning up the audio from the show, recording out there at Wasteland, definitely creates some issues. One, we had several loud cars decide to rev up their engine right next to the fucking rec room.
But hey, that's fucking Wasteland.
During the show.
That's just fucking Wasteland.
That really
I'm gonna raise that up so we can get rid of that part right there.
screwed with our audio.
And we had the helicopter being stolen during the show.
Yeah, but then of course we had feedback from the microphones. We had the way that we were recording with.
Okay, let's see. We got Mad Ratter going, "Fuck you, greetings." And then Moth Eater goes, "I was sad I didn't get to spoon Hatter on jail at Wasteland. I tried to get arrested, but he sprung out faster than NCR jail." Ha ha!
Nice.
Zing! Fuck NCR. Oh.
What? I heard nothing. Oh,
So-
shit.
I mean, you should all know by now. No jail can hold this man.
We
Nah.
got people on YouTube. We got Buttons reporting in, Red Rat, and then I keep forgetting YouTube names. Dragon Orca. If you hear me, please post your names. I've got a.
That's Figment, yes.
Yes.
Listen to the figment of your imagination. So, we still need to give our little beginning toast.
Yes.
As,
Yes.
yes.
Let him.
We get it, you vape.
Nice clouds, bro.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
They've got beer.
Now we got Mender. Fuck you, everyone. Fuck you too, Mender.
All right,
Yes.
all right.
So sad that you weren't able to join us. You missed quite the event. We have a lot to tell and a lot to show.
Dear God,
Yes, yes.
We have things.
Yeah, I have some things I want to do show and tell on, but actually some of my stuff I'm not even fully unpacked from Wasteland.
You are not.
So if anybody out there is also not fully unpacked, I'm there with you. That's why I'm just wearing my attack shirt tonight, because a bunch of my stuff is in my tote, which is on my patio,
Right behind us.
And
which
yeah,
is blocked at the moment.
yeah, the stage is kind of blocking our patio door right now, so he's got no entry. Jeez.
So I just went with the attack shirt with my formal coat over it.
Yep.
Works though.
And fucking, we got Moth Eater going, "No jail can hold this man. That's my job, Hatter. Fuck you, winky face."
Well, you know, when Moth Eater and I were spooning in jail, there wasn't so much of a reason to leave.
Man.
Wink, wink.
You guys got nice and comfy and cozy.
Mhm.
Oh,
Ugh.
dear gods.
So yeah, fucking Wasteland Weekend 2021. That was one hell of a fucking event for something that was pandemically made.
Yeah.
I think what I want to hear from you guys is, of course, the people who made it to Wasteland. I want to hear a little bit about your experience. So if you want to drop us some comments, what was your favorite thing that you saw? You know, did you really like something new like Hotel Sasswood? Or did you check out the carnival? Did you really enjoy, I don't know, whatever bar or
Lounge.
Wherever you
or
ended up.
stage show that you really, really liked? Give them a shout out and let us know. And we'll give you our feedback, too, of some of our favorites. And in a little bit, I'm actually going to be doing a Discord call with the person who caught my bounty this year.
Fingers
I was
crossed
going to
it
try to
works.
I was going to try to do it on the computer, but since the computer was already having some hiccups, I'm actually going to Discord call them through my phone and put my phone next to the microphone.
Also, basically, what we do every fucking phone call
Old
show.
school.
For our phone calls.
Because, you know, we've been wanting to do more video interactive stuff, but already the music audio wasn't playing right, and I had to bring up YouTube in order to get a music intro. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't need an extra headache. I'm just going to call up Discord on my phone.
You just got off work, and work is a clusterfuck, so let's not.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, like fucking Hatter. So how's being in line at Wasteland Weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, the line was killer this year. Oh, my
Almost
God.
literally.
I mean, okay, so I'll preface it this way. I mean, this year, obviously, it's an off year in that they have a lot more things that they have to check when you're in line, especially vaccine verification, stuff like that. And so it definitely slowed down the line a lot. And so I spent I did not get inside the event until about 12:30 in the afternoon.
Holy shit.
I was in line from about 12 o'clock at night. So even when the line opened at 7 a.m., I stayed in one spot for well over 2 hours with my car running because I was getting heat exhaustion and getting blasted by the sun, and so was my tribe mate / the person who rode up with me, and we were both just kind of really suffering in the sun. And so I was trying to run the air and everything else, and had some food spoiled that I had to go in town to replace.
Seems like you had a rougher time than me and Figment did.
It was not an easy time.
Our time in line was amazing because we get to California City roughly around like 10:30, and then we met it with fucking Razor and people from the Nukes of Hazzard.
Yes.
And then we hung out in front of the Golden Bamboo.
Nice.
Bullshitted around, and then we decided to move the party over to the baseball field area that's like down the street, where you go down the street and get ready to turn for fucking Wasteland.
Okay.
And we were hanging out, drinking, bullshitting around, and then we were like, oh, hey, it's 11:30. We should go get in line.
Yeah.
So
you didn't go to the coffee shop?
Nope.
No, I didn't know where the fuck it was until we started driving to the
We
line.
passed right by it. And
When I realized, oh shit, there's the shop, and I see the Monster Carlo and Ron and a bunch of other Wastelanders. Like, oh, so that's where it was. So I just gave him a little loud. I just yelled out, "Fuck you!" and just walked and drove away. And then we get in line, and fuck, we got stupid close in the fucking line. We got like right in front of check-in, like that final stretch where you go down the road and you turn, and then it's right there.
Yeah, and it splits into like 3 lanes.
Yeah,
we were in the
3 lanes. We were like,
nice.
And then like so we did that. On the way to the final stretch.
Oh god, that part.
Nukes of Hazzard was like right in front of us because we were driving with each other.
Yeah.
I was so fucking excited. I just got my happy ass out of the fucking car and started walking down the line.
I saw a video of that.
Yeah, because Killjoy gave me a clove, or either Killjoy or Insult gave me a clove, and then I had my my shock top in my other hand, so I was just strutting down in the dark. Then I eventually hopped my ass on the fucking back of the Dukes of Hazzard truck, and we just drove the rest.
Yeah.
And then fucking we got our spot in line. And then we ran into Grotch on the Anubis, and we got on top of the fucking bus and chilled and drank with them. And then I finally ran into fucking Bone Daddy, one of the people who said had Yingling for me.
Yes.
Which I'm drinking, by the way. I have a shit ton of Yingling.
Dear gods, the amount of alcohol you two fucking walked out with. We still have some in the fridge.
Oh, I have a big old 2-liter of like apple pie.
Same.
That of course was a gift. And we got a lot of alcohol as gifts, which we appreciate. Don't get me wrong. You guys know we drink, so thank you for that.
Ran to Bone Daddy. I was still trying to figure out barter with them, but they were kind of like whatever. They like this and that, and like I had ideas of what I can get them, but I didn't have access at that time. But they knew where I was camped. I knew where their camp, but. Basically, what I did at that time was gave them one of my fucking mix CDs I did for my DJ sets. Nice. So I didn't know they liked it. They accepted it. I don't know if they accepted it as the barter. If they didn't, I'm sorry. We should talk shop later then.
You never got back to them?
Yeah, if you want something extra.
Yeah, you knew where I lived. You could have bugged me at my camp.
Well, I mean, at least you're making the offer now to be like, we can still talk.
Oh yeah, because like
I can still
because I feel like they gave me like a big fucking 24 pack of Yingling, and like I just gave them like a CD. I mean, probably for a CD like that, people will fucking think that's amazing. But me, it's like, it's something I do every week.
Well, the thing is that something I've been told a lot, and something I realize too, is you often undervalue your own work.
Yes,
I tend to.
Something. Like, one of the things I was always weary about was I make all these 3D printed items, my coins and my chips for Wasteland. And when I went to some of the bars, they would be like, hey, what do you have to trade to us? And I was just like, oh, I don't think I have anything. And they're like, you don't have anything at all? And I'm like, well, I have like these 3D printed coins that I do, but they're kind of like my bottle caps. They're like, 3D printed stuff? Yeah, we'll take those.
Yeah.
So like they were always really excited, but to me it was just like, well, this is kind of like a generic bottle cap. Like, are you sure this is worth a shot? And they're like, this is fucking rad. Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give you a drink for this.
But that's something I picked up on, though. I completely underestimated how many people would have bottle caps.
Oh, that's
Holy fuck.
a highly common thing to do out there is
Well,
give each other bottle cap.
Now I know. I walked out with fucking, like...
A bag's worth.
And that's, like...
Okay,
that
so...
was still just...
Well, I'm still trying to send out invites and whatnot to the show. Let me just scroll because I got a lot of comments I need to catch up on.
Yeah.
Holy shit, some of them are big ones. Okay, so all the way back to Mad Ratter. I keep finding stuff I traded for. I had no idea I had so many pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you get home and you play What's in the Pocket.
Right.
Okay.
Moth Eater goes, flattering will get you everywhere, Hatter. Kissy face, kissy face. And then we got Zygo, hello, fuck you, everyone. And then we got Santos going, better DJs this event. Well, I thank you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're not talking about me. They're probably talking about the people who actually got to the main stage. We'll
Bitch
talk.
slap you with a fucking Slim
Once
Jim.
again, we're going over the whole you undervalue yourself.
I do.
Yeah.
And then Moth Eater goes, what I'm most proud of for Wasteland 21. Myself and all my friends went lighter on their schedule, didn't overwork themselves, and simply took care of their mental health. And after a stressful, real year, gave hugs, spent time reconnecting, and replenishing their cups of love and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to call urine love and happiness in your cup, then yes.
I mean, I would agree with Moth Eater in that this year I didn't schedule a lot for myself, and I definitely took in kind of just wandering a lot. In previous years, like I have things like I gotta see this, I gotta see that, I gotta be on time for this thing. This year, it was more of just, I just want to find my friends, and I just want to chill with my friends. I want to find people who I haven't seen since Wasteland 2019, and I just want to chill and have a beer and a conversation with them.
Fuck
I
yeah.
want to see what their life has been going and what they've gone through and how they got here. And then I want to go, I did manage to catch the Attack show. I managed to catch a couple other bands. I managed to catch, of course, we did our Wasteland Talk. I had a hat contest that I judged. But besides that, I mean, I tried to get involved in shenanigans.
Yep.
I mean, I helped steal the Heckle copy. I wasn't the only one.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to some of those stories, yeah.
All right, let me get some more comments through. Mackie Max here going, I'm at work, but hello. Hi. We got Mad Ratter going, the view of the line from the top of the cock bus was impressive. Yes, but Mad Ratter was also with us in the check-in line and hung us up with the cock.
Yeah, when I was in the check-in line, I did walk forward and run into a bunch of people, but I did not run into Commodore. I didn't quite go far enough forward.
You were further back.
Yeah, I mean, I walked pretty far, but I didn't walk far enough, apparently.
The view from that was absolutely gorgeous, though, because he pointed out, like, we were on top of the bus, and it's like, okay, do you see that line of lights right there? It's like, yeah, that's hella far away. It's like, that's the line. Hatter is somewhere in there. It's like, oh, God.
I was probably about 100 cars or so from the front. That's not counting the split 3 line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I walked maybe 75, 80 cars before I found Buttons and Pockets.
Okay.
And then ended up just kind of talking to them most of the night. Mostly my campmates' Pockets. Buttons was asleep, but yeah, I ended up chilling with Pockets pretty late.
Nice.
I think we stayed up till, like, 2, 3 in the morning?
More or less.
And then we finally figured out a way to sleep in the
Because
car.
it was basically like Christmas. You're like, you know what? The sooner we go to bed, the sooner we can wake up and it'll be Wasteland.
Yeah, I couldn't like contain myself.
Not
I
many
was
people
way
could.
too
Not
excited.
many
But-
could.
Let's give credit for that wake-up call.
Oh, yeah.
Your alarm went off before they came out, so we were like up and moving before the drums went by, and we're like, "Oh shit!" That was my first like experience. Like, oh god, what
Yeah,
did I get
that
myself
was really
into?
cool. That was really cool.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Was the drums on the back of the vehicle and they're driving by, waking everybody up in the morning. That was fucking rad. They have actually not done that before. That was different. Because they don't always have like a full drum brigade.
No. Usually, yeah, you're right. Like,
there have been years past where they have, but it fluctuates, of course, the talented people that they get, and the availability and whatever. So I've seen drum brigades before, but this was probably one of the best, biggest.
It was nice.
Really cool drum
One
brigade.
thing that would probably top that if they actually gotten the fucking Doof Warrior with the fucking flamethrower guitar to wake us up. I mean, it's probably got to be the fucking left side so it could go against the cars while it's breathing fire at you.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Just get a left-handed guitar player.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
It is very hard to sleep in a car when you have two people. I'm leaning sideways, my feet over his lap, like, okay, I'm gonna try to get some sleep here.
Yeah, the problem I had too is that my back seat was completely packed, so I couldn't adjust and like lean back and try to be like.
Yeah.
No, I was just sitting up straight like this because I couldn't move my seat because there was too much stuff in the back seat.
Had
And
that.
I was just like, I guess I'll sleep like this. No, not really. I mean, about 4 a.m. or so, I went into my car and sat down.
Yeah.
And then just kind of sat in there until sunrise. I don't think I really slept, though.
I got like that catnapping sleep.
Yeah, maybe about the same for me. I mean, I closed my eyes and tried, but...
Oh, I got drunk, so I went out like a light.
He got in, sat down, got home, and then, like, 10 minutes later, light snoring, and I was like, fucking hell, you bitch. Took me a moment to kind of get comfy. It's like, okay.
Benefit for drinking heavily at Wasteland. You go to sleep quicker.
I didn't have any alcohol, but I did have weed. So
Right.
I did smoke some weed. But yeah, even then, it wasn't the right type that would knock me out.
Yeah.
Or I was just too excited. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, we got Renrat. This is my first vacation in 2 years. It was very much needed. I didn't care if I made it to a show. I did make a couple of events.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Do you
mean,
wanna
that
check
was the
the
thing with
Facebook
me,
ones?
too, is I was just trying to just enjoy the event, but more so find my friends that I hadn't seen in 2 years. Because, I mean, obviously there's been some Wastelanders that we've had a chance to see, people who are here up in Northern California with us.
Yeah.
But there's so many Wastelanders from all over the country that's the only place I will ever see them, because I don't get a chance to travel to their state, they don't get a chance to travel to our state regularly besides Wasteland. So I was really focused on, I gotta find my friends, I gotta say hi, I gotta
That shit was
catch
funny.
up, you know?
So I still got a shit ton of fucking comments.
Go ahead.
So
Get through
where I left off, we got N-Ring going A, and then we got Christopher
Ayo.
and Gio going Ayo. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up, Steve.
Shut the fuck up, Steve!
Sorry, that's the thing I do when someone says Ayo. I do shut the fuck up, Steve, because I told that story before.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We got a few comments from Teresa Lynn Wizzle. I can't recall your Wasteland name. If you do, please leave it in the comments. Jimmy the Meanie would be there, but he is there in spirit. Jimmy the Blue.
Same thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That's
my boy, Ivy. Yeah, would love to be there, but he's a spirit. Yeah, he was actually planning to go next year, but fortunately, he passed away recently. So
Yeah.
Santos's comment.
hold on, I got a few more. We got Vincent Lucian. Ayo, shut the fuck up, Steve.
Apparently they know the joke now. They're just going to keep saying it.
Probably, yes. That's just great.
They're catching on to our in-jokes.
Good.
I mean, that's part of the
So-
of the show anyway.
We got Santos going, the girl I was with preferred your DJ show over Attack, so fuck you, Commodore. Missed their show with you. Wow, okay, that's one thing where someone preferred my DJ show over a fucking popular fucking Wasteland band.
I mean, it depends on the type of music you like. If there's someone who's not a fan of metal, which, I mean, Attack is not hardcore metal.
They're
but
pocket rock.
I mean, yeah, they kind of invented their own category in a sense.
Yeah.
But they are a form of metal music. And if you're just not a fan of metal and you like the goth industrial shit that you spin, yeah, I can see that.
Well, it's appreciated. Thank you. And then we got Mender going. Oh, he's replying to people.
Yeah.
N-Ring misses us. We miss you too, N-Ring.
You too.
Hopefully we can see each other real soon. Vincent is going, it's really damn hard to sleep in a car. Yes,
Fuck yeah.
it can be.
No, I agree. So just a little bit of background, and I've mentioned this before. I have a scoliosis, and I have 2 herniated discs in my spine from a car accident years ago. And they're better than they were, of course. But I just have a hard time sleeping if I'm not laying down.
Yeah.
And especially if I'm not laying down on basically cement. Like, I need the hardest sleeping surface you can give me. I sleep on a cot at Wasteland. I don't use an air mattress. Because it helps realign my spine and helps me sleep better.
The cot does the opposite for me.
So yeah, I mean, different people have different ways they sleep.
Yeah.
My own personal, my bed is one of those adjustable beds, and it's already on like a high setting.
Yeah.
And then when I sleep at Wasteland, I use a cot because air mattresses always just would deflate on me. And
I had that habit.
It was just not pleasant to sleep in.
We're fixing that next year.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that soon.
So yeah, I can't sleep sitting up. I have to be laying down.
It happens. More comments. Vincent, we rented a $1,000 sports car that is insanely hard to sleep in, back and front. You took a sports car to a desert.
I mean,
Well, it is $1,000, so
I'll take a $500 car I can sleep in over a $1,000 car that looks pretty.
yeah. See, like I say, sleeping is an important thing at Wasteland. As long, you gotta make sure you can sleep comfortably, no matter what situation.
I mean,
you're in.
in line, yeah, you.
That's just one night.
That's just one night.
And like I said, if you're there up late enough, hanging out with people doing the line party, the waistline, as I like to say, the waistline.
Wasteland.
Wasteland! Waistline!
That's actually one of my signature. Every year when I get there, I take a picture of my spot in line and post it and say, "Welcome to Wasteland."
All right.
Oh, God damn it, Foley.
So then now we got
Hey.
Mad Rat going, what everyone think of the weed shop just off-site? Yes!
That was
I wanted to mention that.
People driving by the line, there's a fucking campsite where there are people who sell weed and they'll deliver to you at Wasteland.
Well, not at Wasteland. You had to go to the weed booth.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought it had a sign that said it delivered.
Okay, so let me explain.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you couldn't get it delivered inside the event. You would go to that booth, and they would deliver to that booth.
Someone didn't get a
because
ticket.
Wasteland,
It's a joke. It's a joke. I understand.
Yes, but Wasteland has rules of no weed allowed.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. And so you receive your weed off property. If your weed makes it inside the event, I mean, hey, I'm not security. You do what you want.
Wow.
You do you, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't hiding nothing. I smoke weed. So, did I smoke weed at Wasteland? Yes. Did we bring it inside the event? Well, security never gave us shit. So whatever,
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's similar. I went to a concert here in Sacramento last night, and similar thing. They had a Weed Maps booth inside the concert where you could buy T-shirts and stickers and shit.
Yeah.
But you couldn't buy any actual weed. But there was a drop-off site just outside the gates where you could have the weed brought to you. But there was no weed allowed inside the concert. So, of course, everybody at the concert had weed.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Because even if you forgot to bring it, you could just step outside and have it delivered.
Yeah.
turn to someone.
Everybody had weed in that concert last night.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me finish blasting because we got like over 20.
Go ahead.
People are commenting.
Yeah, we're having conversations here.
Good.
So we got Bacon's on here. Bah, fuck you. Bah. And then we got Jeffrey, who's with the Dustwalkers, going, hello, friends. We got Vincent going, ayo, shut the fuck up, Steve. And we got Geoff going, ayo, shut the fuck up, Steve.
God damn it.
And oh shit, we got Michaela. Hey, fuck these guys. Hey, fuck you too. Miss you.
Hey, Michaela, miss you.
Then we got Bacon going, I was at the attack in the mosh pit, but you had a DJ set for our camp at the Go Ahead, so I got to see both. Yes, you did. Yeah, for those
I
who...
saw him in the pit.
Yeah, so I got to DJ at the Go Heads. I believe that was my first gig I had to do.
Yeah. I stopped by for a little bit when you were DJing there.
Yeah.
As I was like walking in to go to the Attack show, I stopped in and...
Yeah, because
Said
when Attack
hello.
was playing, I was at the rec room, and like I'll get to that part later.
Yeah.
This may be a longer show.
Maybe as long as we got all the viewers who are willing to watch, we have so much to
As long as
say.
you fuckers are willing to stay and listen to us.
Yeah, I mean, we
We'll talk.
got on a little later. It's, it's been a little bit longer stretch. We all want to talk about our experience at Wasteland. And we'll be telling stories all season long from this year's Wasteland.
And then we got Faith watching. Hi, Faith. Hey, boys. Love you.
Hey,
and
Faith.
fuck you. Fuck you, Faith.
Fuck you, Faith. It was Faith's first year. And
Yes.
she, oh my God, that girl was all over the place. She looked like she was having a blast.
It looked like she belonged there.
Yeah.
So, I'll say it now, Faith and Mimsy, you're both welcome back, always on the show.
Oh, hell
But
yeah.
we would like to have either one of you or both of you relatively soon and get your experience at the event. Because when we did our talk show at the event, I had hoped to interview Faith and see what her experience was like. But she was busy doing something. She didn't show up to our show at the event.
Yep.
And so we did interview some other first years. But regardless, I mean, you're always welcome on the show. Come tell us about your event.
Okay. So we got Mad Rat going, replying to fucking Bacon. I got drunk on your fucking Porto shit drink.
Oh, the Porto drink. Oh my God.
We had that.
So bad.
We had that when we had the show at the Go Heads' headquarters.
And then at Wasteland they had the goat piss.
I didn't try that one.
Goat blood.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I had both of those. And they were both kind of,
Ugh.
yeah, this is Wasteland booze.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of that this year, like, oh, this is Wasteland booze.
Okay, so we got Jessica saying the air mattress for when you want to wake up on the floor.
We haven't
Yes.
really have that problem though.
And then
I always had that problem. My air mattress is always deflated during sleeping.
I feel it. Bacon replying to the Mad Ratter comment. It's a powerful shot. Yeah, it's a powerful shit.
Yeah.
So we got Vincent going. Keep in mind, it was a Dodge Challenger to the rent a sports car.
Oh, nice. I like Dodge Challengers. I mean, the modern Challengers,
Oh.
they have some of the classic look to them, but I really definitely like the classic Challenger.
Like I got like over fucking 30 comments.
Okay.
I got a quick one.
Which one?
Renrat on YouTube. Who is it that had the sardine shots and chicken infused stuff?
I don't know, but I don't want to find
That
out.
was the Dead Crows.
The
They
fuck?
had
Okay, that sounds like
they had what they called the worst bar in the Wasteland.
Oh God.
If this is the same thing, which I mean there might have been somebody else, but I had their chicken infused whiskey shot.
the fuck?
They had a golf cart with a little bar on the back of
That
it, and they were
one.
standing there serving those. And so with the Dead Crows, I took a shot of their chicken infused whiskey. Oh my God, that was a bad idea, but I
Yeah.
was there for it.
so. We got Faith going. Magpie and Vulture said there must have been two of me, But that's a secret I'll never tell. Ooh. Nice. Sounds like you were just like all over the fucking place then. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, Faith definitely was. I hung out with her, of course, when I had the opportunity to. But even then, I'd turn around and like, oh, she's over there doing something.
Yeah,
all right.
She was all over the place.
Whatever.
Okay, so...
You do what you want. It's your event. Have fun. I got shit I gotta do, you know?
Oh, God, fuck off, thing. Okay, so, most of it's also just like basically Mad Ratter and Bacon just going back and forth about the fucking Porto shot and shit and how drunk he got. And then we got Faith going, I'd love to come back soon. Heart. Yes, please. Let's talk shop, please.
Yeah. Message me or Commodore through Facebook, and we'll set up a time for you to come on the show, and Mimsy too, of course. And you can give us your full review of your first year.
Yes.
And apparently Bacon goes like, yes, the piss was the most popular.
Yeah.
And then
the goat piss was pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, I like sour drinks, especially at Wasteland, because you need some of that like salt. And I've been explaining this to a lot of people who have never been to Wasteland. All of you, a lot of you, maybe it was your first year this year. At Wasteland, everything tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't care if it's the air you breathe. It tastes like fucking dirt. Now, it kind of comes with the territory. But sometimes when you're drinking, you want to taste something else. And so when I drink at Wasteland, a lot of times I like really sour drinks because you get that bite. And for once, it doesn't taste like dirt.
And then let's see, we got Vince going, first night got wrecked with goat piss.
Nice.
And then we got more conversation with Mad Ratter. Yeah, 3 cups of Porto got him fucked up.
Damn.
I mean, it's like an adios. They mix several different alcohols together. And then throw in like this blue coloring and
then the fucking Tootsie Roll.
to give it that Porto touch. But it will fuck you up. It's like an adios where it's a bunch of alcohol.
Yeah,
like
it's an adios. Oh, an itty bitty shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I remember when I was 21.
Right?
You still drink like you're 21.
I tried to.
We don't talk about that.
I try to drink like I'm 21.
Actually, we always talk about that. That's how I am the drinker of worlds. Fuck you.
And, oh, damn it. Where'd you move it to? Oh, we'll get to it.
Yeah, that's in my show and tell pile.
Yes.
So we got Michaela going, I wish I could stay the whole time, but clinical responsibilities, you guys have a good night. And PSA, don't do stupid shit and end up in the ER. No, don't worry. Party medium.
Yeah, party medium.
And they have a built-in DD, so they're not drunk driving.
Yeah, and we mostly drink at home.
Yeah, this is home. This is Vault 42. We're home. So if we get shit-faced drunk, there's the bed.
They don't have to walk very far.
Yeah, exactly.
First day
of
Wasteland.
Okay.
We finally get through check-in. We head towards fucking camp. I was camped with the Dustwalkers, but as I'm on the way there, I got a holler at somebody because someone recognized me through the fucking car.
Yeah.
It was Kaylee Jade.
Oh, nice. I actually didn't get a chance to run into her.
Yeah, I ran into her a few times.
Like, she even messaged me later, was like, oh, I missed you.
And in and out of drag, I ran to Kaylee Jade. Yeah. And as I'm driving by, I'm saying, oh, shit, hey! And she's like, come back, I have something for you. I'm like, okay, give me a moment.
Wait, in and out of drag. So Kaylee Jade is a drag queen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, because I didn't get a chance to meet her, I didn't realize that she was a drag queen. Go ahead.
So, I got shit all settled.
There was a oh, Papa Bear. Hey, y'all.
Oh, shit, Papa Bear.
Papa Bear.
Fuck you.
Love you, Papa Bear. Fuck you.
You didn't have a first day.
Papa Bear didn't have a first day. They were build crew, so...
Yeah, they were there
Papa
early.
Bear was work.
So...
Oh, it was good to see you, Papa Bear, there.
I get to Kaylee J's camp, and I'm pretty sure those who are a continuing viewer of the show, you remember Kaylee J was talking about how they're building a Zydrate gun.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I saw pictures. It looked great. Because for those also who don't know, I perform as Grave Robber for the local Repo Shadowcast whenever we do it. So, Kaylee J gave me
sick looking too.
one of her handmade Zydrate guns.
That thing is fucking detailed. And
That
sick
is.
looking.
She literally said, "Now I know how to make it. I made you one."
Aw,
And this is
Fucking rad.
fucking beautiful. Now I have 2.
fucking hell.
How'd
So,
you
yeah.
did with 2? Did you already have one before?
Yeah.
I'm grave robber.
Okay, I mean, fair. You're right. You're right. I don't know if you've ever shared the fact on the show that you already had one.
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
On this show, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
The DJ
But people who
show,
know
yes.
me that I did grave robber, they know I keep a Zydrate gun regardless.
Motherfucker.
So I did that. Finished setting up camp. Papa Bear barely had. Yeah, you can even comment this on Papa Bear. Papa Bear was busting his ass on build crew. Barely had
Yeah.
time to build the fucking camp.
Oh, that guy works fucking hard.
He works too
Papa
hard.
Bear's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
He's a huge beast.
Because even when I showed up in camp just to say hi, he's like there cooking food and like
Yeah.
moving around constantly. Every time I
And
saw
then-
Papa
and
Bear, I
then when
swear
he's
to
done-
God he was busy.
And when he's done, he's like, okay, gotta go to work.
Right? Yeah, he was constantly busy all weekend. He's a fucking workaholic at Wasteland.
Yeah.
And then okay, we got comments. Papa Bear goes, fuck you all. And then Bacon's like, fuck you. Gilly's like, cool. And then we got Vince going, Zydrate comes in a little glass vial.
Right?
A little glass vial. And then we got
Yep.
buttons.
Red Rat said the same.
Move to Facebook.
So you switched over from YouTube, yeah. YouTube's only got like a couple. Well, there's 6 people watching now.
Nice. Yeah, YouTube people.
I'm keeping an eye on
Yes, YouTube. We have not forgotten you. So if you want to throw a comment out, we got Figment on standby. So if she sees something that we can read out, she'll let us know.
Yeah, I've been doing it.
And also
We listen to the void that is Figment.
YouTube, feel free to please follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yes, we're trying to get like how many viewers now?
Well, we have
Subscribers?
to have 100 followers to get a custom YouTube URL.
And how many do we have right now?
60 maybe. I
Let me
think
see,
the last
hold
time I
on.
checked, it was like 60.
62 right now.
So
Okay,
we're
so-
getting there.
We're getting there. We're
It's a slow
moving up.
climb.
Okay,
fine. That's fine.
so apparently for buttons, YouTube's having a hiccup, and we got other people going a little less file, including Monty. Hey, Monty, fuck you! I got to see Monty. We were camped right next door.
Nice.
Oh, I missed that fucker. And of course, it's not Monty if he's not walking around fucking shirtless.
Oh, I mean, I ran into Monty too, of course.
I'm not
sure.
answering that question.
On YouTube?
No, Facebook.
From Faith?
Yes.
What's something that happened this year that was so wonderful but unexpected? Yeah, okay, I understand.
I'm not answering that.
All right, that's actually leading to my next part of day one, Faith. So, this was something wonderful, but I was not expecting this.
Okay.
As I'm walking around Wasteland, doing my own thing, checking a bar town,
on a
saying
little
hi
tour.
to some camps, saying hi to people, shit ton of people are like, "You're from that fucking show!
Yeah.
Yes, that happened to me too. Go ahead.
You do Wasteland Talk. You're internet famous." I'm like, well, people know me. And
It legit happened to me too.
Like,
it
see-
took a little bit because the voice obviously.
Yeah,
They're like, wait a minute, I know your voice from somewhere. I'm like,
we got
Actually,
comments. I don't
so-
think Monty owns a shirt.
not at Wasteland.
No,
he
not
doesn't.
at Wasteland.
For
I don't think
sure.
he brings shirts to
Listen,
Wasteland.
listen. We have brought this up before. Nudity is in theme. Okay.
I was walking around
So-
topless more often than not.
There
So
you go.
If you were at Wasteland and you decide to go topless, completely nude, whatever, that is still kind of in theme for the event.
If you
No
saw
one's
Figment,
really gonna stop you in a sense.
I was wearing the vest.
Monty's laughing.
It's accurate.
So nudity is always
So,
in
yeah.
theme.
That's something that I just found really. I was a little overwhelmed because I wasn't expecting that much people doing that. I was like, maybe 1 or 2 people, like, oh hey, dude, you do that show, or someone I knew were like, hey, I love your fucking show.
That was,
Yep.
I have to agree.
Oh,
That,
and there's Kaylee Jade. Kaylee Jade. I showed the Zydrate gun on the show. I love it. Thank
Hey,
you.
Jade. I really hope I get a chance to meet you next time we're at the same event because, yeah, I wanted... There was a couple different viewers that I wanted to meet, and I get busy and I get
Yeah.
forgetful. I
get
have ADHD. I'm drinking. I'm hanging out.
Oh, Apparently, Kaylee J gave Bacon horns for the goat heads.
Nice. So yeah, Katie Jane, hopefully I get a chance to meet you next time. I was looking forward to the possibility, but it didn't happen.
YouTube comment.
What we got?
Raven C. It was my first Wasteland and I loved it. I mainly got shit-faced and vandalized things with googly eyes. Fuck
You're
yes!
the googly eye!
Googly eyes!
Fuck
Hold on.
We know about you.
We're talking googly eyes.
Yes.
To get the other hat.
Yeah, we've been noticing. We saw some. So wait, are you saying you're the one that did the googly eyes for this fucking poster that was at the den with fucking Dave DeFore?
That shit was hilarious.
And then we got Faith going, "Hey, Kaylee!"
Okay. So we're talking googly eyes.
There we go.
Okay. So.
With your balls in your face.
Yeah.
Hey. These were a gift, okay?
Someone gifted you their balls.
Someone gifted me their balls. It was actually from Red Rocket, from a member of Red Rocket.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Googly eyes, biatch. Look at that. Check it out. Yeah! On my hat.
Good shit.
There was this thing online. Oh, it was
Piss
probably-
rock googly eyes?
It was probably
Says Bacon. Wait, who the fuck put googly eyes on? Did you put googly eyes on the fucking piss rock?
Touch the piss rock.
I don't even remember if that even happened. Like, you got that close to the piss rock. Okay, because, like, I'm gonna let you know, people really do pay on that fucking rock. I've seen it.
Props.
I
I would probably go through putting googly eyes on the piss rock. Yeah, why not?
I was walking past there. There was two guys.
They
in
had
front
3
of me.
sets.
They stopped and one of them kind of pulled off to piss on the piss rock, and I just walked right behind them, just like, I am stealthy little ninja. You cannot hear me.
All right.
Turn around like,
So-
oh shit. Your boot is broken.
So I'm gonna check something real.
Now it's broken. But with my Nuka-Cola mini fridge under this table.
And they say yes, that was them.
Fuck, good shit.
Pocket says hi.
Hi, Pockets. And then we got Monty going, those Google eyes make fun targets.
Aww.
Fuck.
So, something I found out today. So apparently, after teardown, everything is gone. Legit, the only thing that's left out there is the piss rock. And the entirety of Wasteland is built around the piss rock.
Well, yeah, the wind ain't gonna blow that fucking shit away.
So the piss rock is actually something that was on Wasteland property.
Yeah.
That they purposely moved to the den.
Yes.
Okay.
Because now maybe somebody who's more involved with the den could correct me, but from what I understand, it was already known as the piss rock.
Okay.
And then the den decided that they wanted it.
So
they actually used.
Bacon confirmed that he peed on the piss rock googly eye.
So they actually used one of their Unimog forklift setups and.
Well, you're gonna
the
need
den.
to for that fuck. That's a big fucking rock.
Holy shit.
In 2000, what was it? 18 was the den's first year.
Yes.
So in 2018, they moved the piss rock from its original location to the den, and that's where it has stayed since.
Damn.
Because it's a big rock. It's heavy. You can't just push it.
No.
You can't just move it. You have to move it with like a forklift.
So then, Vincent wants to see the fridge. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm not gonna be fucking with the camera right now. But yeah, it's down here. It's plugged in. I don't want to fucking move that and get it unplugged. It ain't gonna work.
No, I can't move it.
I have a video somewhere on my phone. I'll send it to you through Messenger. How about that?
So, Raven's like, I put a few on the piss rock. I want to make the piss rock look like a biblical accurate angel. I did the posters in the den also.
We take the piss rock and push it somewhere else, says Vincent.
Well, if it's a biblical accurate angel, that means like dozens of eyes. I get that reference because I was raised Catholic. So.
So, yeah, my boot broke. So I'm going to fill up with some of the Yingling, and that's apparently how it's pronounced. Is Yingling says.
It is? I always say Yuling.
We all say Yingling, but I guess that's the joke because we're not from the East Coast.
Right.
But with Bone Daddy, who's someone who's from the East Coast, says it's pronounced Yingling.
Okay, fair.
So
I will try to remember to say that, but I will probably forget.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be times where I'm gonna try to say Yingling, but when I'm gonna fuck it word of mouth, I'm gonna say Yuling.
Oh.
So now we got Bacon going. After spring rain, the rock, it doesn't grow any weeds within at least 3 feet.
Yeah.
And then we got Faith going, that's so Wasteland. Where should we put the piss rock?
The dead.
The den!
The den. I mean, come on.
Okay, that was fucking clean. That was clean, Faith. Good shit. And then we got Vince going, as an East Coaster, it's... Okay, you're spelling it, but how we're pronouncing it.
Phonetically.
Yeah, is it you?
Is it with a U or an
Is
I?
it? Oh, hold on. Is it A, Yuling, or B, Yangling, or C? You guys don't know the fuck how you're pronouncing it.
I like that one. Henry's going to bed.
Yeah, because I've definitely heard
Night.
Commodore say Yingling. I've heard,
Have a good night, Entering. Miss you.
but yeah, I was calling it
Oh.
Yingling for a long time.
Fucking
beer.
Kimrick is watching. Yingling. So I was right. Because Bone Daddy's from Maryland and said, "Hey, it's Yingling, not Yuling. You fucking West Coast schmuck." They didn't really say that, but that's how I felt. That's the kind of approach I was getting at.
Right.
So hold on. Yeah, Kimrick, I'm glad you're watching because I had some unfortunate news. I lost my purple badge of Wasteland injury.
Oh, you lost your. Oh.
I think I lost it when I was with the Knights of the Radstag.
Oh,
that night.
okay.
We'll talk about that here in a moment. But
We have
yes,
a lot of stories.
I lost my badge, my medal, my purple ribbon medal. I am sorry. So now we got
Ratter.
even Bowser Socks says Ying. And then we got Mad Ratter going, the piss rock is the second steel able item, just no one has had the strength or want.
To steal it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine someone stealing the piss rock, though. Like, middle of the night, everyone's passed out. You just grab, because it's sand.
Well-
if you can get something underneath it, you don't have to touch it. You can, get enough people and just drag it somewhere.
Well, to me, not only is just the fact of the strength
Yeah.
or want, but it's also the why.
Just to fuck with people. Imagine going to the piss rock and the piss rock is not there.
Yeah.
So it's, wait, am I lost?
So apparently I can,
If you manage to steal the piss rock, drop it off at Gilly's Arcade. He
So-
likes stuff like that. We dropped off a helicopter there.
fucking it. So Vincent is going, and then yes, apparently Kimrick says I can PM him, where Monty says, I saw one of those lost and found at Teardown, a purple heart. Yeah, Monty, PM me if you have a photo, if it's in your possession,
Or
because
someone?
I can either confirm or deny if it's the one that's mine.
Oh,
Because
God. Mender.
then Mater goes, steal the piss rock? Challenge accepted. Oh, God.
And Gilly's going, fucking no!
Ah, yes! He's like, no, don't bring that one. I'm like, yes. Yes.
I would
If you get the dead men drunk enough, they'll probably steal it.
They would do it. They'd put it inside their bar.
I don't think they'll put it inside
No.
their bar, but they'll
No.
put it somewhere.
They put a helicopter in their bar, for fuck's sake.
Well, here.
We put a
Here's the thing.
helicopter in their
The
bar.
dead men will steal the piss rock, they just won't put it in their place. They'll just drop it off somewhere
They'll
who
put it
don't
in
even
someone
want
else's.
it.
Put it on main stage. Here you go.
Put it in front of the gates.
Gilly, if you wind up with the piss rock in front of the arcade, you're welcome.
So Mad Ratter's in for stealing this. So now we got Vincent going, golden star for you for pronouncing Yingling right. Well, like I said, I had to take an East Coast person in person to help me pronounce it properly. Because, like I said, us West Coast people, we're calling it Yuling like it's a fucking holiday drink.
Right.
And then we got...
Yule log beer.
Right. And then we got Mender going, don't worry, Gilly, I won't drop it off. Oh, fucking, hey.
Yeah, scrolling.
JR is in charge of Lost and Found. Okay, thank you. Message was popping up, blocking my comments.
Raven's going, why steal the piss rock? It's about sending a message.
It's
Basically.
not about money, it's about sending a message. And then,
Listen, it's because you can steal it.
Zygote's gotta go, unfortunately. He says, fuck you and love you. And then, Mender's like, don't worry, Gilly, I won't drop it off at the arcade. And then apparently,
Kimrick's idea. So do you want me to scroll back and read it?
yes, please.
Go there a few weeks before Wasteland and bring a rock drill and epoxy. Embed a sword in the piss rock.
Yes. Then
Yes.
it becomes if you withdraw the sword, you become King Arthur of Wasteland.
Oh God.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you're like fucking King of the Den.
Oh God. King of the Den.
King of debauchery.
Yeah.
Well-
So, I'm going to take my Yingling on break right now because I forgot. I have an interesting drink that was given to me by, I believe it was Honey, who was bartending for the Rabbit Asylum, which was an amazing fucking camp.
Love that place.
I was there hella constantly.
I did not know, however, if he is watching this later on, I did not know that was you. Because, damn, you make some damn good drinks. I ended up in there a lot.
I'm hoping that's
Yeah, I hung out there a bunch.
So I'm hoping wherever this is still good. I haven't opened it yet.
We'll find out.
Fucking Monty. King Farter!
I actually ran into one of the main guys, the head of the asylum bar. He was actually at Aftershock last night.
Zero?
Nice.
Zero was there.
Oh, you got to see Zero. I fucking love Zero.
I ran into Zero last night.
Alright.
Yeah, on my
So-
way out, I ran into him.
First reaction of this drink. I don't know what the fuck it is. He made it. Says it was good. I'm going to take a smell, then I'm going to take a sip.
I also would like to try a little.
Almost smells like champagne.
Okay.
Was that the one that he gave
Well, it's
us
in a little
when
champagne
the
bottle, so
opening
it could
day?
be.
Yeah, the first day.
Oh, God, yes.
I was given so many fucking drinks and booze. Like, I just didn't have time to drink them all, so I'm drinking them here.
Yeah.
Alright, so, let's see what this is. It's got some honey in it.
And
It's pretty sweet. Here.
someone's also like, not a whole sword, just the sword hilt. The piss rock would be the weapon.
Just, if you have the strength to lift the sword with the rock, it just uses a fucking hammer.
Brings new meaning to the term Knights of the Round Table.
Knights at the pound table.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's more of like a...
It's a mead.
Yeah, it's like a mead.
It's a
for
mead.
Sure.
I think
it's a dry mead.
Yeah, it's a very dry mead, yes.
Yeah, it's definitely a dry mead.
So, yeah, it's good. I like it.
I like mead, of course, but also like a dry mead. I really like a dry mead mixed with hot tea. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Renrat's going, pull the sword from the piss rock. Do you become the king pisser?
Oh, wow. Vincent's like, more like Knights of the Round Bowl.
So, before we get too far into the show, because we got started a little later, I do want to do a Discord call with the person who got my bounty.
Yes.
Because I know that they're in a different time zone than us, and so I don't want to keep them up, like, super
Yeah, let's
late.
do this now so they're still up and about.
I'm going to try to call... apparently they just went by Joe.
Hey, Peter.
Right?
Just
I don't
Joe.
know. Just Joe.
If you get that wrestling reference, you get 20 points. And you gotta let me know.
So we're going to try, see if it will ring them.
This meat is actually pretty strong, too. Damn.
And so we're just going to do the phone up to the microphone because we were already having issues with the audio, so.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear him, kind of, but the speaker's not on.
Well, let's see if we can get the speaker. There we go.
Testing.
Can you hear us better now?
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Peter.
Okay, so we're gonna do your bit now since we got started a little later than we wanted to, and so anyway, I want you to. Okay, so for anybody who's not familiar, of course, I was a Most Wanted this year. I spent a bunch of time talking about that. I actually have a guest here. You will only be able to hear them, not see them. This is Joe. This is actually the person who took down my Most Wanted. Now, I had a lot of people come up to me this year and tell me straight out, like, hey, that's really cool what you do with the Most Wanted. And I was like, oh, cool, are you coming after me? And they were just like, no, I'm not skilled enough.
What the fuck?
And my biggest thing that I tell people is, yes, my bounty takes work because I've been doing this game a long time.
but it is absolutely something you can complete if you put in the work. It's not impossible.
No.
And so Joe here completed it.
Yes.
Hello. Yes. It was actually kind of a fluke, to be honest.
What?
So give us a
Really?
little more. Give us a little more background on. Okay, first let's do this. How many wastelands have you been to?
This would have been my second one. My first one was 2019.
So someone who's-
was the big W.
Okay,
So someone who wasn't a
Yeah.
first year finally did not get you.
I have been taken down by a couple first years. That is correct. Yes.
Oh my God, that bit's been amazing for them. They had no idea, did they?
No!
There was a guy in 2018, Deadwood.
Yes.
Was the guy who took me down, and it was his first year. And I ran into him this year, and he still loves to tell that story. Matter of fact, he's now a Ghoul Crest member because of my bounty.
Yep.
He got his
That's
membership
great.
this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the one in 16.
Well, 16
Was first year.
Was a first year Lola,
Lola.
who was your partner at the time.
Yes.
And they took me down. But then in 19, Bob Ross, it was not her first year.
No.
So yeah, I mean it's happened. So twice I've been taken out by a first year. But so give us a little bit of background. How'd you come across? Did you know about my bounty beforehand? In a sense, did you watch the show? Were you gunning for me in a sense?
I saw the video somewhere. It'd been posted on YouTube. Yeah, I was like, oh, that guy's got something going on. And I've been wanting to bounty hunt, and I actually saw your poster at the I want to say Gunner's house. I'm like, none of them, the other guys, the Rust Devils.
Yes.
And I was like, holy crap, he's the biggest one on the board.
Yep.
Where is he? And then I looked, but I had no idea where you were even camping, and asking around, you were just kind of, yeah, he's out there somewhere. That's helpful.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, because I mean, lots of people here know I camp outside the city. My camp is not a themed camp. We're just kind of a bunch of friends that camp together. We are called Hobo Junction. You know, we're a bunch of hobos that meet up and camp together. So yeah, I'm not in the city, but yeah, go ahead.
No, it was actually, I was looking for something else entirely. Gilly of the arcade
Yes.
had been posting that he'd made a cool pinball machine, and he had the arcade, and for whatever ridiculous reason, it wasn't in the city. It was out somewhere in the tints. So I'm like, I want to see this. That looks amazing. And I spent a good day just looking for that. And everyone's like, oh yeah, it's over there, just pointing in random directions. I finally found it while it was closed. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. And of course, it's got the buzz bar up, no one can get in. And I was peeking in, I'm looking in, and I see this big sign on the ground. And it says WLT. I'm like, I've seen that sign somewhere before. Oh crap. And so I had to run all the way back, and sure enough, it said, you know, guest host on WLT on your wanted poster. I was like, that one, give me that one.
Nice.
Nice.
I spent the next day and a half pretty much bouncing back there, one, to see the arcade machine when it was going to be up. I had no idea it was only open at night, so of course I'm showing up like a dumbass in the middle of the day. And two, see if, you know, somebody in a funny hat happened to be walking around too.
Yeah, of course, for anybody who doesn't realize or didn't stop by the arcade, I was camped with Gilly in that we were kind of behind the arcade. Our tents were kind of hidden by the arcade in a sense, and we were all out in general camping, so... Yeah, I was in the arcade quite a bit, of course.
So, of course, I'm talking to Gilly, and, oh, hey, that's a cool sign. He's like, oh, yeah, Hatter's with me. He does a podcast. I'm like, oh, really? And so begin asking around about that, find your posting on the bulletin board that you've got your show at 2 o'clock, and I'm like, huh, there's literally only one time I could possibly bring him in. So, happened to have maybe bumped into you and have a little bit of a conversation about that.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about that. So Wasteland, as you guys know, is really about the shenanigans and really about the story. And some of that story, you guys may not always realize, but people will pre-coordinate some of it because you want people to be kind of in on the fun.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that my bounty hunter did was when I ran into Joe here at the arcade, he approached me about, hey, I have your poster, and I want to come and get you during your podcast. Is that okay?
Gilly's like, I feel so used. And Santos is like, nice job, Gilly.
So Joe actually straight out asked me, is it okay if I invade your live stream? And for me, like, I had some ideas of what might happen. But of course, I don't know who's hunting me or who's coming or when it's going to happen. But when that was suggested, like, invade the live stream, oh, hell yeah. Like, that's the type of shenanigans, the type of story that I want our fans to be able to enjoy. And so he was like, hey, approximately what time? And I was like, let us do most of the show, and then maybe like 15 minutes or so before we close out, show up. And so that's kind of how it all ended up going down. But the fact that they approached me with that, and we still had to play out the whole thing of the challenge and completing all the challenges. And so there were some steps they had to go through, but they already had that in mind, and I was on board for that, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
So, tell us about how you got how'd you get the other people involved, the Lord Marshal and the photographer and all that?
That was just... It's my second year, so when I say I'm camping with one of your tribes, I'm not name dropping. I happen to be good friends with them, but it was the Wasted Saints this year. We came out a little lower, and friends of the Wasted Saints, they don't usually get out much. They spend their entire weekend running the Saints tribe, like, booth, not even call it booth.
Sounds like Goldcrest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they usually have like a full dance floor and a stage and bar and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Going on the whole time.
Yeah, I've partied in the Wasted Saints before. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, their whole thing is they're good, they love doing their thing, and on their time off, they just sit in the back. And as I was going around the camps looking for you, looking for other people, everybody's here with the Saints? Oh my God, and we love you guys. And I'm like, what? No, this is my first year, but I'll take it back to them. So I was going back, and eventually I'm like, guys, hold on. You're coming with me. So I drove all the people that were camping with us, all the Saints, as many as I could. The Lord Marshal's group, she used to travel with another one. They weren't there this year, so she was camping with the Saints too.
Okay.
Which is how I ended up that bounty hunting with her. I was like, I've never done this. I wanted to do it from last year. I'm really getting into it. And she's like, yeah. She showed me the ropes because she's been doing that. She's been hauling people in all weekend, billing the slammer. Like, I think between her, me, and the other deputy, we put around 15 to 20 people in the slammer, not
Nice.
including the pub crawl. She
I heard about that.
I have a story
That's
about
on the
that.
paper.
yeah. So like,
I was on
so
the
they were like, yeah, we'll go with you. He's the biggest one on the board. So of course, I also, when we set it up, I knew you were at the rec room, and I've seen how full the rec room you're getting. I'm like, I wonder if he's gonna have every single person there in on it. So just in case, I was like, okay, cool, we'll have everybody in the street on our side. So we only ended up going with a couple for the challenges, but we had everybody ready to go, just waiting in case it became a full thing.
Damn.
That would have been cool.
He
Yeah,
had backup.
I mean, I had two of my campmates that were my bodyguards.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't quite have everybody in on it because I wanted it to kind of be a surprise for the audience. I didn't want to,
Gotcha.
hey, this is gonna happen. No, I wanted it to be more like
Surprise.
Like it looked like I didn't even know it was coming. Although I'm not great at acting like I didn't know it was coming.
Oh no, it was great. It was it fell right into the challenges, right into the audacity of it. I did lean a little heavy into the old WWE calling you out on the microphone first.
Oh, I loved that part.
Oh yeah, that
A
was
couple of wrestling fans
beautiful.
loved it.
Fucking beautiful.
I mean, I live for the spectacle for sure.
If you're gonna, like, I could have taken you in at the arcade. I had all the people there, but there's no fun in that.
No, you gotta do it
For
at
me,
the
just
show.
Another one on the board. For you, it would have been, for all of us, be like, this would be great to actually make a thing out of it, especially with the slammer right there and the
Yeah.
Right.
right in the middle of the city.
You literally got him at his strongest, and that is just beautiful.
So, we did do the challenges a little bit out of order, but it worked better for the story at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole thing is like I had set up with my bodyguards, and I was like, okay, you can come and take the bodyguards down individually. I had given, because before I ran into you and before we knew all that, I'd given my bodyguards their guard badge and then a token to like, hey, if somebody finds you randomly, you give them one of these chips if they take you down. If they come to me and say, hey, I've taken down your bodyguards, they have 2 to 3 poker chips that prove that that's true.
Yeah.
Well, then the way it worked out when you approached me was like, oh, okay, I'll just have my bodyguards at the show, you know?
Yeah, that works just fine. I mean, everybody gets to see it. Everybody gets to be a part of it.
Yeah, and to me that's the thing. Like, okay, so I'll put it this way: the way I talk about my bounty, there's definitely this mythos that I've never been caught. Now that's true in that I pay people off. So I've had bounty hunters show up to collect my bounty. I've asked them, will you take the prize without taking me in? And they've agreed. And so people have been paid out, but I basically have never gone in to be formally arrested. And because this year they had the slammer, I actually wanted to be formally arrested and brought to the slammer.
Question.
Oh gosh, yes. Such good pictures too, but go on.
Question for you. 2 questions actually for you, Joe.
You got more in there? Or
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
I told you I got more in there.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'd already poured them.
I poured half. Now, for you, Joe. 2 questions. First one. How did you manage to get Critical Biggs just so happened to be there to witness this beautiful fucking moment?
That was a complete accident.
Really?
Yes. As far as I knew, he didn't know it was going down there.
Oh, so he was like, oh shit, someone actually caught the Hatter. I would have stepped in this. Because, like, for those of you, he was there, witnessed the whole thing, and he actually called him out, like, hey, how you doing? Fuck you.
No, it was great, because, so here's the thing, Critical Biggs is one of those that honestly somehow got this idea that I had never been caught. And so he, like, I had talked to him, I think it was maybe Thursday or Friday night. And it was Thursday. I go to the Rust Devils to drop off all of my shit, and Critical Biggs is there. And I'm dropping off, and I'm turning in my poster and talking to him. And then Critical Biggs walks in, and he's like, and this is kind of like an out of the character moment for both of us. And so he was just like, dude, like, you do realize, like, this is a game, right? Like, he was thinking that I was being
too serious.
Like
Ultimate Warrior,
like
too serious.
And so he's like, you realize this is a game and people are supposed to catch you, right? I'm like, you realize I've been caught almost every year. Just that I pay out without being brought in.
Yeah.
So that's my shtick through I've never been caught, because they take the prize and I walk away. You know, like it works that way. And he's just like, oh. He's like, I honestly thought you were just cocky about the fact that you'd never been caught. And he's like, the whole reason I boosted your payout was because I wanted you to be caught, because that's the metric of the game. And I'm like, no, I love the fact you boosted my payout, because yes, I've been caught, but no, I've never been brought in, because I just pay out early.
However, boosting the bounty also boosted his ego. So
yes.
Yeah, it did.
Critical Biggs made the comment. He's like, it's rare that I meet somebody with a bigger ego than me and more chevrons than me. And I was just like, what do you want, boy? What do you want? I've been here since 2011.
Right, so,
what do you want? You know?
Second question for you, Joe. Did you actually get the whole 75 million Coyote Candy bucks when you got his bounty?
I didn't get 75 million. I got 150.
Because I went in alive.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't know.
If I had paid out early, if he had taken a bribe and I had paid out early, he would have only gotten 75. But because I walked into the slammer and then also walked with him to the Rust Devils, he got double.
See, I didn't know that would happen for you live, because it said it on your bounty poster. It just said 75 mil.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Actually, we'll come back to that.
Okay, please. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I only brought in most wanteds over the course of the weekend, and I broke the metric on the first one I brought in.
Wow.
Because they'd never had a most wanted come in alive. I just happened to take him in a convenient place, and I brought him in.
It's right next
there.
door.
Who was the first most wanted you brought in?
Odd.
Okay.
Yeah, Odd. Just completely out of character. Holy crap, that was a great bounty. That
Nice.
was just a lot of interesting stuff you had to do. You had to put together pretty much a mystery. You had to do some sleuthing work to catch him and to bring him in, or to catch him alive, quote unquote, to bring him in. But yeah, that one was like, that kind of set the thing, and I brought him in. They're just looking at me like, what's he doing here? Bring him in. Alive? And they had to have a conversation about, it's like, I guess we pay you double like we do for the regular wanted. So 50 for him, because 25 for most regular most wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it kind of set a precedent.
Nice.
So we beat your bodyguards, we took you into the slammer, and then we had to figure out the last challenge.
Yeah, we had to play the poker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we were going to try to do it at the Rat Stag, but they were closed at the time. And I was like, well, the Saints are open. We went in and we cleared one of the tables that was being used. The Baron graciously agreed to a deal. He dealed straight. And I'm going to tell you this. At the very beginning, I rolled my sleeves up and I put my hands on the table before any cards were dealt, and they never left the table.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
we ended up playing Texas Hold'em, or Texas.
No, you can't say Texas. You gotta just say Hold'em.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
No. They had that argument, and with the Swedish lawyers, they won the right to use Texas Hold'em again. The casino.
Oh, so we won.
Yeah.
Good.
Texas
Okay,
Hold'em.
now you can say Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, Texas Hold'em. We agreed on the game, and it was best 3 out of 5. Again, my hands are on the table. It's never left. The first one comes out. I win that one out of my hand. Just a pair, I believe.
Yeah.
The
Not
second
bad.
hand comes out.
Okay.
I win that one out of the river. At this point, I'm 2 up out of 5, so I only have to win one more.
Yep.
Okay.
The next hand comes out. I never look at my cards. The dealer checks. I still don't look at my cards.
Okay.
I'm about to call, and I stop him, and I tell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I said something along the lines of, "I know I've got a strong hand. Most wanteds don't come in alive. They're always dead. If you fold now, I'll take you in alive. On top of that, I'll let you look at my hand before you decide." And no one had a clue. Even Hatter was like, okay.
What?
I pick my hands up. I don't even look at them. I just lift my cards up, and, Hatter, what'd you say? Since you're the only person that actually ever saw this hand.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, please elaborate to the audience.
Here is where I will reveal one of the things that I played later, was that he showed one card, because in Hold'em you have 2 cards in your hand in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
He showed one card and a second card that was covered by a get out of jail free card.
Oh.
So I saw that get out of jail free card and immediately had an idea of, this is how I play this. That I had a get out of jail free card all along. And that even though I got taken in, I always had an exit strategy.
So the beans has been spilled.
Hey, I'll give out my secrets because the whole point is I want other people to learn how to play the Most Wanted game better. Because all weekend long, I had people coming up to me saying, like, the way you play this game has inspired me to try harder, has inspired me to hunt harder, has inspired me to be a Most Wanted, has made me want to be in the game. And so my whole thing is, it's a story, it's a game. I'm a D&D player, I'm a DM. Like, I know the story matters more than the dice rolls sometimes. Mm-hmm. And so
100%.
For me to have the opportunity for you to show a Rust Devils get out of jail free card, I was like, that's my play.
Fuck yeah.
I will go in right now because I enjoy paying out my prize. I'm not in this to keep the prize. I'm in this to pay out. But I'm also in this for the story that boosts my rep as a most wanted. And the story I can build off of that card that is a get out of jail free card, fuck yeah, I'll take it. You know? And so the funny thing is the rest of the weekend I kept when people asked me about my most wanted, I was like, yeah, I lost 3 hands in a row. I didn't tell anybody that I had gotten that card because later on I posted a picture of that card.
You did.
And was like, I went in, but a hustler always has a plan. And I posted that picture.
Motherfucker.
But I swear, like, both of you just played it phenomenally.
That was
like,
beautiful.
Kudos to you, Joe, for actually getting this motherfucker in the best way possible.
That was good.
And getting paid. Not only the fucking raised stake that fucking Critical Bigs gave, but doubled that. So, what you spent those Coyote Candy bucks on? Because honestly, I don't know what you do with those.
I don't even know. Back in Philly, I took him in too. I didn't know he was a most wanted until I happened to see his wanted sign behind him when I was getting info on Hatter. So I ended up learning how to play his own pinball machine game. And when he won, when I took him in, his prize was this really nice little tin. So a significant amount of my takings ended up going into that one. So I've got a very large wad of Canyon bucks right now.
Well, fuck, I can say you definitely walked out of Wasteland somewhat rich.
So here's my question for you. Are you going to try for Ghoulcrest membership? Because my bounty has gotten people a membership to Ghoulcrest. So maybe you didn't make it this year, but next year, if you get the opportunity to come into Ghoulcrest and tell your story, depending on how it works, of course.
Depending if we're still doing stories by the next time we come out.
But this year a little bit of background. I mean, a lot of you guys know we're both Ghoulcrest members. Ghoulcrest used to do bounty hunting stories to become a member. Then they changed the metric to community service stories.
Yes.
Because they were really trying to push people working hard for the event. That was for 18 and 19 that was a thing. In 2021, because Ghoulcrest just took over the Radstag for the night, and Ghoulcrest was Captain Stranded, Commodore, and myself. It wasn't their full
Sergeant
crew.
Snapshot.
Sergeant Snapshot,
a.k.a. TK.
But they didn't have Corporal Punishment. They didn't have Major Impact.
Right.
And they didn't have their full bar set up.
Yeah.
And so because they were smaller and because everything that's gone on, anyway, Captain ended up accepting Hunter stories again this year. And so one of my former bounty hunters, Deadwood, got his Ghoulcrest membership this year by coming in and telling the story of how he took me down. And that, to me, was like an extra level above just, this guy took me down, now he's also a member of Ghoulcrest.
Well,
you know?
in a reverse way, my ex, in order to get you, had to become a Ghoulcrest member.
That was the former metric. You were right. In 16 and 17, you had to become a member in order to take me.
So, again, whoever caught you became a Ghoulcrest member.
Yeah, it has happened, for sure.
Because that was the main goal with Lola with their first bounty. Saying, okay, if he's still on the board, I'm going to get him.
Yes.
So, got the first bounty, good story, grabbed yours.
Yeah. And that was the other thing, too, with, even in 2019, with Wasteland Bob Ross.
Yes.
Because that year I had done a bunch of body doubles.
I was one of them.
Other Wastelanders who rocked a top hat, I gave them a pin that had my logo, and they played a
Oh, it's not on this fest.
A fake Hatter, and you had to take them down before you could come after me. So Wasteland Bob Ross ended up taking down, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 of them. I had a total of 5, but I didn't require you to take all of them. Just more than one. And so Wasteland Bob Ross took out like 2 or 3, and then still didn't know exactly who I was or where I was, but recognized my Ghoulcrest tie, and then made a deal with a member to use their +1 to get signed in for the night. Then I showed up at the bar handing out cigars like I always do, because that's, if you don't know, my job at Ghoulcrest is I am the cigar czar. I am the cigar aficionado of Ghoulcrest.
Yes.
We have one other, TK, but TK is often busy, so he supplies cigars, but he doesn't hand them out. But he knows his fucking cigars. Anyway, so I show up at the bar and I'm handing out cigars. I see Bob Ross. I had no idea she had my bounty. I had just seen her outfit with the paintbrush Valkyrie wings that she had going on. And I was just like, that's a fucking rad costume. Tell me about how you made it. Tell me about some things about yourself. We end up in this whole conversation. We do this whole thing. The next day, Saturday, she ended up saying, I ended up running into her again, and she's like, by the way, I got your poster. And I'm like, fuck! And she's just like, hey, I have this whole story of how I made a barter to get into the club because I wasn't a member.
Yep.
So the whole point I'm saying is that in the past, I've often required that you had to take me down or you had to get involved with Ghoulcrest. This year, because Ghoulcrest was only showing up for the one night, they were taking over another bar, I didn't include any of that.
No.
So in some ways, it made it easier, but then also with the bodyguards and the live show, it also made it more of a challenge.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
And even then, you still had a skill test on top of it, too.
Yeah, exactly. So it was still a matter of finding me, being able to play Texas Hold'em, having this whole thing. And that was the thing. I had, like I said, no joke, I had people coming up to me who had bounty hunted in years past, and they're just like, I'm not skilled enough to take you down. And I'm just like, I feel bad that you don't think you're skilled enough.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think you are skilled enough. You just undervalue your own ability. You know?
Basically.
Because I've been doing this game, I mean, I've hunted a lot, and I've taken down some big targets myself. But I would like to say I've never taken down a target as big as me. Because it's hard to find... Because okay, so I'm going to get cocky, and I'm going to brag right here.
Go ahead.
But I play this game to where I make myself a big target. I talk about it. I make it a big thing. The whole idea for me is to draw as many eyes as I can, and then hopefully get as many skilled people playing and coming after me. Because if they're not skilled, they're probably not going to succeed. And if they're not really putting in the effort, then it's probably not going to happen. And I want it to happen. I want that story. And so, yeah, the fact that you put in the effort and you got the people and you had the photographer, I mean, you put in all of the work, and I was like, this is what I fucking want. Just like when Deadwood took me down, when Bob Ross took me down, each one of those, when Lola took me down, when they put in the work, that's part of the game. Go ahead.
Vincent's like, I never could.
Hey, come play. I'll be doing it again next year.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how the mechanics work out
every
yet,
year.
but I will be doing it again for 2022 for sure.
Heck yeah. Actually, on that note, I'll be doing it next year as well.
Fucking A.
Are you gonna be a most wanted?
So here's the deal. I rode with the Marshal, Lord Marshal, for a significant portion of the weekend.
Yes.
And she has a most wanted out. And only one group called it, but it ended up being the Gunrunners versus a whole crap ton of people we assembled on the fly. And it was
awesome.
a pretty big event. But we realized she's the Lord Marshal. She needs more of a challenge. So she'll still be a most wanted, but her conditions will be take out both her deputies, of which I'm one, and Bojangles. I don't know if you met him. You met him. He was the guy in the
I heard.
Yeah. Take us both out, and we'll both be regular most wanted, and then you have to beat her in a challenge.
That's a good one for sure, because that multi-stage type stuff really brings on the really skilled challengers.
So 2 comments.
Yeah.
Vincent now is going, "Oh, it's on," and then we got Buttons going, "If I could kill Hatter with a metal card, anybody else can hunt him down."
Oh, okay. So in that case, I have to grab my other hat.
Now, as he's doing that, I'm gonna say this: as you were mentioning this is literally Ghoulcrest worthy. You can if we're telling stories to earn your tie, you can easily get into Ghoulcrest with this story.
Yeah.
When we were telling when the night we were here for Ghoulcrest at Wasteland, we were hearing stories for people to earn their Ghoulcrest ties. Figment has worked the void ass off of getting a good story to tell their stories. So
I went the exact opposite route that everyone
people
else
were
goes.
telling me stories to earn ties, but Figment went straight to the captain.
I didn't want any bias, damn it. If I'm gonna get
I don't
my
want
tie-
bias either. So I want you to earn yours fair and square like everybody else.
And you weren't even involved in mine in no way. Except for the letter. Except for the letter.
So, in the end, Captain has gave Figment
I got my
their
tie.
own Ghoulcrest authentic tie.
Nice.
So,
And it's a long story,
Yep.
and it's not even involving me bounty hunting someone else. It's
No.
someone else bounty hunting me.
Well, I mean,
Figment, welcome to the fucking club.
go ahead and tell your story, of course, but I'll just preface it this way. It doesn't always have to be a bounty story. A buddy of mine goes by the name Clash, and he's part of the Jugger crew. He's also been part of the casino. I've legit known this man for 20 plus years. We went to high school together. And he got into Wasteland before I did. He's one of the big reasons that I ended up being at the event. He told a story about him and I in high school. About basically, he's a big guy like Commodore, but even bigger than Commodore.
Goddamn.
So like 6'6", 350 pound, just fucking brick wall of a man.
That's a big boy.
And has been that size since I met him when I was like 15.
Oh, God.
Anyway, he told a story about how I was being bullied, and he put someone's face in the cement for me as a decent human being looking out for other human beings. That earned him his tie, a story from 20 fucking years ago when he stood up for me, not knowing me at all, and that's how we literally became friends, because he was just like, hey, this little bitty guy is being picked on, fuck those people, take them down. He ended up with his tie because of that story. So yeah, it doesn't always have to be a bounty hunter story. Go ahead.
So we got 2 comments. Vincent, I low-key want to kill Hatter for a tie, to be honest.
Do it.
Come play.
We got Santos. All the bounty hunters will be hanging at Gilly's Arcade next year. Then we got
Right, they're just gonna be waiting for me, just salivating.
and now we got Jeremy. We got Jeremy watching, going, "Caw, motherfuckers, caw."
We got Renret. So how much is Hatter's bounty going up to next year? We don't know.
We don't know yet.
Well, like I said,
But if it's not, listen, it will absolutely be the top paid bounty.
well,
will make
I don't
sure
know.
it
Now that
happens.
you've finally been caught, not only caught but alive,
Yeah,
But I got the fuck out.
you
I
did.
escaped.
You did.
you did. Mine's better.
We can work on.
Go ahead. I mean, yeah, you
We
want to tell your
can.
story.
We'll work on that. Because like you're still a high game to work for. As this man has bust his ass, Joe. I'm pointing at the phone.
But there's some possible things that may come into play next year that we'll see. I might have an even bigger clout next year.
You're gonna have bigger plans.
Oh yeah, because
That's
hopefully
what I'm
next
saying.
year your bounty might be worth in casino caps.
Well, that too. But also, there's a whole other thing, and I'll get into that in a little bit.
All right. Oh, yeah.
So, take you a second.
Things. One, do you want to do the comments? Because my story is a little long.
Okay.
It's
So, Joe, just let me ask. You are in a different time zone than us, correct?
I am. I'm on the East Coast.
Okay, so you don't have to stay on the whole time. I wanted to do the call now so you didn't have to stay on the whole time. Do you want to stay on more, or do you want to disconnect? What do you want to do?
Get some sleep.
I would love to stay on, but I'm gonna have to dip out.
All right.
That's
Well,
what I wanted to find out. Okay.
thank you so much for telling this amazing story, dude.
And if you want to connect for another show and be on another time, we'll talk about that for sure.
and
Yes.
we're on YouTube,
Heck yeah.
so you can watch
Thank
the
you
rest
for
of
having
it
me on.
there.
It was a great time, and I'm glad we got to make some new interesting stories.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
All right. So
Yeah.
we will talk to you later, and like I said, if we can, we'll have you back on another show.
Hell yeah.
Rock on. It's a pleasure, and I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, Joe.
care.
Take it. Have a good night.
All right, later.
All right, I'm gonna take a piss.
You're gonna take a piss?
I'm gonna go take a crotch.
Yeah. Go take
Right,
a crotch. I'll
right.
tell my story.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, so we know how most people get their Ghoul Crest tie apparently from them bounty hunting someone else.
Yes.
So actually, I'm not sure if you heard the whole thing from my story. I think you were distracted.
I mean, I was doing my thing of handing out cigars and all
Yeah.
that, so yeah, I probably was.
So this was my first year being a part of the bounty hunting. First year there, we had her printed 3 posters, so we put all 3 up.
Yeah, and just
Go
to
ahead.
interrupt here for a second, I actually made, using the Rust Devils template, I actually made the posters for myself, Commodore, and Figment.
Yes.
And the only reason I bring that up is just because I'm not super skilled at photo editing, but I thought I did a really good job this year.
Yes, you did.
So, anyway, go ahead with your story. I just want to be like, oh, I made that poster. Yay, me!
No,
Go
you
ahead.
get the credit for it. And at some point, I want to get one printed out so I can have it. Maybe put one up on the wall. I think he wants to.
Yeah, we want to do, because I have my 2019 poster. I need to print a new one for the 2021.
Yeah, I think.
And then, of course, for Commodores, and then, of course,
Put
for
mine up
Figment.
there.
Yeah, we need to get all 3 up there for sure.
So, you stay. Okay, so this should have been a sign. When I went up to staple my posters up, the stapler gun itself like jammed and shot staples out. I'm like, oh god, what happened? I went through like 3 staple guns. Finally get it stapled up. Okay, grab my thumbs. Actually, I made sure each one was a different finger. And I took off.
Okay.
So, I can't remember his name, but he was hanging out at, what was it, Dead Crows? Yes. We'd been talking, the first guy who had my bounty, we'd been hanging out the night before, both wrestling people. I think he's actually a pro wrestler. So we're talking wrestling.
Nice. Okay.
Right, so the next day I went and got my hair braided.
Yeah, because you had the whole
I had the
hair
dreads
falls. You had the
Yeah.
dreads, yeah.
And so, I just gotten out getting that done, and he walks up and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Pretty good." And he has the finger guns, like, "I'm taking you in." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, "I got your bounty." I'm like, "Oh." Like, so we can Rochambeau. It's like, can you take me in alive? Like,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
I
Okay.
gotta take a grub.
Go take a grudge.
All right.
So we go over, turns me in, I get locked up. They have I'm like, cool, awesome, this is fun. That was odd. Oh,
Yeah.
that was the cane. So they have like in the jail they've got like a coloring book. They've got a word search book. I did a word search. I signed at the bottom, and I'm like, wait a minute, this could be a thing. What the fuck are you doing?
Trying to cut off this fucking sleeve.
We have scissors.
I got a knife.
Fuck you. So I'm like, wait, I could turn this into a thing. I can be very annoying at times. Ask Commodore, he can attest. So I'm like, and when we posted up the bounty hunting picture posters. I grabbed one to go hunt. I never found them because I had way too much fun doing my own shit. So I'm like, wait a minute. I could turn this into a thing. So I'm gonna pass this over to Commodore. I decided that I was going to be so annoying, they were gonna kick me out of jail. So, I'm not sure if you can see, but on the bottom of my cup, I had just bought it, like, that morning. I'm, like, clinking that across the bars, making as much noise as humanly possible. But I told them beforehand, like, hey, I want to work this into a story. I won't be super annoying, but would you guys be willing to play along? They're like, this sounds like it could be interesting. Sure, why not?
Once again, including the people that you're playing the story against is definitely a lot of fun. A lot of people are there for the story.
Yes.
But if for some reason that they are having an off day or just don't want to be involved in that, it's good to include them in the shenanigans because not everybody else knows. But the shenanigans are, in a sense, pre-approved even if things play out differently than you thought. Go ahead.
So, I'm just sitting there, la la la, let me out, I'm innocent, I did nothing of the sort, I'm an innocent sweet soul. And they're like, you know what? Yes, I did, there's pictures. Maybe.
Yes.
So like, okay, so you're being annoying, we're transferring you to the slammer. Actually, no. Shit, I'm getting my shit mixed up.
You're good.
So the first time it was transferring to the slammer.
Okay.
So, one of them, like, I've got the handcuffs on. That shit was fun. Like, okay, so walk me out there.
Well, we know why you liked being handcuffed.
Actually, you want to hold those up briefly?
Finger cuffs,
Off
alright.
topic, thumb cuffs. I actually bartered for those somewhere at Wasteland. But like, okay, we're transferring you over to the big slammer. I'm like, sweet, this will be fun. So on the way over, I walk past Mushroom Cloud and Tooch is outside with Commodore. And Tooch is like, hey, excuse me, I need her for 5 American minutes. You can have her back after. And he's like, 5 American minutes? You know what? Take her. She's being annoying. Take her. And so that's when Tooch gave me one of our presents that we all got.
Yes.
Yes,
And
I have
then,
that present too, yeah.
Afterwards, Commodore here escorted me back to jail because I was still technically in custody.
You had a debt to pay.
Yes.
Yep, and I made sure that they abide by that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. They're like, wait a minute, what the hell are you back here for? I'm like, you were going to take me over? I got a story to continue here.
No.
Did I mix that up?
They're like, oh God, you're back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gotta get that emphasis correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's annoying. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go chill in here. And there's like, I wasn't there like, maybe. They're like, well, we'll take her for this amount. And we're like, we don't have that money. Like, okay, just get back in there. So, I'm hanging out, making noise. Like, okay, let's see if I can get kicked out again. La, 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 making noise. So finally they're like, what will it take to get you to leave? Like, do you have anything to barter? We're willing to let you out if you have something cool. First year, I don't have much of shit. So I'm like, well, here's what I have. And they drop some Coyote Canyon bucks in there. It's like, oh, look, you have some money. We'll take that and just let you go. I'm like,
Love
okay,
it.
sure. Bye, guys. Walk away. So that's one bounty.
Nice.
I still have 2 left. The second one finds me. I'm like, okay, just have a thumb. They don't want me back.
Oh, so because you went in alive, you get to keep playing. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, like, he's just like, wait, what? I'm like, long story, just take the thumb back, they'll be grateful. So, at that point, I think at that point it had become Saturday night because my third one technically didn't get me until Sunday. This is where I embellished on the story.
Yes.
So I'll tell the story that I told to get my tie.
To the Captain Shannon, not me.
So, the part where it goes is finally.
Go
ahead.
Vincent, I aspire to be that level of annoying.
Be an Aries woman.
Aries woman.
Well, female body.
Female presenting.
And I'll throw in this too with the whole thing of I love the fact that Figment's putting in the fact that they went straight to Captain, because I will tell you right now, I have definitely had people approach me, and probably Commodore also, of like, hey, I'm friends with you. That means I can be a member at Ghoulcrest.
Oh yeah,
like,
no,
that's not how this fucking works.
No. We'll say
you earn that shit.
Yeah.
Hell, you're lucky Corporal wasn't there, because if you try to pull that, me like, no, you try to earn Corporal, because Corporal will easily send you to the door.
Yeah, you earn. I love when my friends are Ghoulcrest members. Don't get me wrong. I want you to become a Ghoulcrest member.
Yeah.
But I also want you to earn it, because even though I worked there, I earned my shit.
Now the whole thing is with that, I specifically went to Captain because I didn't want to go through him. We're dating. That'd be shady as fuck.
Yeah.
So,
I included him in on a part of it though.
We got a couple comments though. We got Buttons going, April 8th over here. And then we got Mender going, my baby mama is Aries.
We're the babies of the Zodiac.
So,
That'll be really annoying.
Here's the random letter I got from a courier that was...
So let me explain and
Go ahead.
we'll get to that. So, I wanted him to have some sort of, like, proof of, hey, this was going on. So I sent this to him to go, hey, and I told him later, it's like, I sent you, once he confirmed he got him, like, keep that in your pocket. It's a part of the long-term story I'm telling. He's like, okay. So, read what I sent.
They kicked me out twice. Heart Figment.
I love it. Using the post office as part of your story.
Yeah.
Fucking approved. Wasteland approved right there.
Because here's the whole thing. The way we were talking about it, because I'm like, before we left, I was trying... Fuck you.
I was trying to get it back to you.
Yeah. I'm a wrestling
Fuck you
fan.
too.
We know long-term storytelling.
Vincent's like, fuck, I'm a Sagittarius.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, I'm right there with you.
Gemini!
I'm also a Sagittarius.
You have multiple faces.
I do.
So, the part with the story that I told was, finally the third person comes to get my bounty. I'm like, you know, I've missed the guys over there. Let me go in and say hi.
Oh, no.
So, I go over, it's like, take me in alive. I want to see what they do.
No.
So, walk over, walk up. Hi, I'm back! The response, get out!
Yes!
We'll pay your bounty hunter out. No, just leave.
I fucking love it. Oh
And I was like,
God.
but I want to do another word search. It's like, you can do a word search if you're silent. No noise. The moment you make noise, you're leaving.
I gotta get more to drink, but go ahead.
Go ahead. No. I got more in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah, there's more.
Okay.
I'm stocking it up for you, bro.
That was part of the long-term storytelling. My bounty hunting, I actually had someone's... I got their wanted poster. I did not find them.
Oh, fuck.
I tried.
Santos.
Oh, shit.
Libra. Birthday's in an hour and 40 minutes. I don't think the show's going to last that long. It might, but...
I mean, we're going late, honestly.
Happy
We
early birthday.
haven't reached the cap of our show, but we're getting close. But we're going to go over because, holy shit, we have so much to talk about.
We still haven't gotten on our, like... Well, we can
And our
split it up.
we're still getting good viewers.
I mean, I'll put it this way. We don't necessarily want to tell every story tonight.
True.
Because, I mean, we have a podcast to run. So, we have new stories that can bring us through another season. But we
Yes.
also have a lot of guests planned for this season. So anyway, we're going to tell some stories tonight, but not every story tonight. But we probably will go over our time limit.
I should
But
start writing my
Go
stuff
ahead.
down. So,
We should all probably start writing shit down. But I have ADHD.
Especially you and I. 'Cause
Right.
ADD click.
All in
Right,
there.
right?
Yeah.
All in here.
ADD crew right here.
Yeah. So, the whole point was, when Radstag got, cleared out, we're helping set up.
Mm-hmm.
That
was fucking fun.
that was so entertaining. So I'm like, okay. I made sure everything's set up, da-da-da. As soon as there was, an open spot for me to go tell my story, because I had other plans that night and I wasn't going to be staying around the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit is complicated. I'm not going there.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
You gotta compartmentalize.
Basically.
At Wasteland, it was a lot of fun.
Yes. The resulting things.
Some of the stuff afterward, not so much fun, but you can tell the compartmentalized version where it's fun. Yeah,
maybe
go
at some
ahead.
point.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be shared now, but go ahead.
And so, the whole point, get everything done. I'm like, okay, I gotta tell my story. Because I didn't know if they were gonna run out of ties. I wanted to make sure I got mine.
Yes.
Which ended up totally happening. He ran out of ties.
Oh, he often does.
Yeah.
They often do.
But I'm like, I want to get mine. I got other plans this night. So I got in, told my story. He's just like, wait, what? Oh, yeah. You get a tie for that. Just because it was like, well, shit. Because normally it sounds like most people tell, oh, I was hunting this person down. We did this and this. It's not often from, you may have other...
It's rare for a story to be told of how you were caught other than how you hunted.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm one of those people that loves doing things completely random and off the wall, and it's like, this could turn it, again, wrestling fan, I could turn anything into a fucking storyline, it has to be grandiose and over the top.
Yeah.
And that was definitely not exactly what happened. I only got kicked out twice.
But I mean, Ghoulcrest is about the big fishtail.
Exactly, and that's what I...
So it's never, hey, I caught a trout and I ate it.
Yeah.
It's I caught a fish this fucking big, and I wrestled with it for 6 hours, and it broke my line, but then I cast out another, and I hooked it first try. It's always these big, grandiose tales that get you into Ghoulcrest. And we have no joke had people come to us and tell a story, and Captain was like, no, that ain't good enough. And then the same person came back the next day with a more well-embellished version of their story and still earned their membership.
Yeah.
So it's about how you tell the story, and that's what Wasteland is. And when Figment's talking about their wrestling experience, for me it's my D&D experience.
Yeah.
I know how to beef up and embellish a story to make it good. And so you can pull that from wrestling, you can pull that from anywhere in your own life as an influence, but embellish the story. It's all about the fucking tale.
Yes.
You were raising your hand about
yes,
something.
Yes, we got a comment from Vincent saying, I need Figment's confidence.
Figment's confidence is exaggerated, to be completely
honest.
Like
most of us.
It's my legit self-confidence, as Ducky can, he can attest to it. He has seen me through a number of years. It fluctuates. I rank myself as a 3 to 5. I'm noticing, as you talk about when Hatter comes out, because compared to who you are in regular life, it's you turned up to 11.
Yes.
Figment is very much me, turned up to maybe 12, 13.
That's
I was
good.
walking around, tits hanging out. There are a lot of pictures that were taken of me that I don't know if they can be posted.
Yeah.
I'm just I don't care. One morning.
Because they're going to get fucking zucked because your boobs are showing.
And if anyone has pictures, you can edit eyeballs over them, cats, what the fuck ever.
Or send them to Figment.
Just send them me.
Yeah.
I will try to tag my Wasteland Figment page. If people want to friend request me, friend request the Wasteland Figment page. Because unless I know you, we talk on a regular basis, I'm probably not going to add you to my personal page. I created a page specifically for that. Yes, googly eyes work. But it's just me turned up.
Vincent's also saying, teach me your ways.
It's called watch a lot of wrestling.
So
Watch wrestling.
if-
Pro wrestling.
If I can put in a outsider's observation, now, obviously Figment lives here with us, and so we're all pretty familiar with how each other are normal day-to-day running.
Yes.
Seeing Figment at Wasteland was very much like an excited fangirl, but also like having the time of her life, but also experiencing so many new things, but also somehow being overwhelmed, but also here for it. Like, there was a lot of things about Figment where, like, for me personally, I want Figment to come to the event and really fall in love with it. But I don't want it to be just because I tell you it's great, you think it's great. I want you to genuinely experience that. I witnessed Figment experiencing why they fell in love with this
The
event.
void.
Yeah.
So we got a few comments. One, Anthony Cross.
Mhm.
First time Wasteland Talk viewer, 10-year Wastelander.
Yay!
Oh, so
Oh,
they're
shit!
yeah,
Like, up there with me.
Yeah,
This
fucking-
is my 10th year.
a fucking veteran over
right,
here.
Right?
I've been working on the background of the Butcher for years.
It takes years. Hatter has taken so many years to build as a character.
Well, I'll say this. Talking with the both of you, I'm trying to figure out who Figment is. Like,
Yeah.
we had a number of, like, backstories, like, okay, I could go this route, I could go this route. But enough talking with the two of you is like, okay, what the fuck do I know the most? Wrestling.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, Figment is technically an old world storyteller about, like, pro wrestling of old. Because I know how to exaggerate the stories, like,
As most pro wrestlers do.
Yeah.
most pro wrestling
Oh, yeah.
fans
Pro
do.
wrestling is totally about the storyline.
Yeah, so I know I can work
Nowadays.
with that, and like it works my tattoos into it.
Yes.
It works my outfit. Like it's a whole thing.
And for anybody, whatever niche that you are into in real life, you will probably find other weird nerds at
Yes.
Wasteland who are into that niche.
Oh
because we're
fuck
all
yeah!
a bunch
Oh
of fucking
fuck
nerds.
yeah!
I had so many people walking up to me like with my wrestling tattoos. They're like, "Oh my god, you watch wrestling?" Da da da. And I had full conversations with people about pro wrestling at Wasteland,
Yeah.
which made me fucking fall in love with the place.
Good.
Yeah. And
I'm
that's
totally
the thing.
with that.
Wasteland is full of enough nerds that whatever your niche is, you will probably find it.
Yes.
So play into that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We got another comment from Santos. Put Hatter's bounty poster on top of them, Figment.
We have to shrink that bounty poster down a little bit.
Oh,
to
on
cover
top of
these
your
titties.
tits. Okay, I get
Yeah,
I get you.
as little
Nah.
sensors.
Now, for me, I have a bit of a show and tell. I'm gonna at least do 3 things.
Okay.
So the first show and tell.
Oh, actually, do you mind if I say one thing real quick?
Go ahead.
So, I will say this. I like the fact that we live together, and we all, like, have a lot of the same things in common. But for
Yes.
the most part, none of us really ended up in the same spots.
No, not really.
Wasteland.
We did our own. We had our own
Everyone
story.
had our own, like, we went to our different spots. I was at Rabbit Asylum and Black Ash Syndicate more often than not. Those two places
And that's-
are amazing.
That's the beauty of Wasteland. You have your own story, no matter who you're going with or what tribe you're with. You have your own experience, different from others.
Well, and speaking for myself, one of the things I've ran into in the real world is that I'll mention to people about Wasteland, and if they can get past kind of so they kind of understand what's going on, because not everybody gets it. It's not everybody's thing, and that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But if they can get into this idea that I go to this event, it's Mad Max, and I got this whole thing, one of the things they often ask me, and this kind of comes from people's own life experiences of, oh, you vacation with your roommates. Because a lot of people, their roommates are more of like people that they live with, but not people that they are friends with. Because it's just getting through life. My roommates are obviously people that I'm close friends with. So when we vacation together, even though we're all there, we're not spending every moment together. So
No.
like Figment
I
was
barely
saying,
saw you.
we had our own things, and we ran into each other here and there. I would stop by their camp,
Right.
or they would stop by mine.
Kaylee Jade's going tonight. Good night,
Night.
Jade.
Good night, Kaylee Jade. So yeah, there was definitely a lot of that, like independence of Figment's experiencing their own event.
Yeah.
I'm experiencing my own event. Commodore's experiencing his own event, but we're all running into each other and kind of filling each other in whenever we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Your things.
I have a comment I'm going to read out before I go to my things. This is from the new viewer, Anthony Kraus. If I butcher your name, fuck you.
And also, if you have a Wasteland name, tell us.
Yes.
We'll try to
let us
Tell
know.
us your wasteland name. We'll do our best to put it into note.
Yeah.
So,
I should grab my phone for that.
I honestly was tired of the whole same stories of I'm a mercenary, ex-military badass.
Oh, yeah, that's a common thing at Wasteland, for sure.
Where the
Yeah.
fuck did you go? Badass. Or I'm the Raider King. So I thought, who feeds these people?
That's a good one, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you see, there is a lot of the same, like, you see people are, like, armored out. It's like, okay, you can tell. It's like, yeah, they're hunters. It's like, I like hearing the backstories of the people who aren't doing those things.
Yes. Now,
Storytelling!
part 1 of 3 of some of my major show and tells. One is this fucking cane that's made of fucking biker chains. He got one also, but unfortunately, it's in a different location.
It's likely being shipped to me, so I've mentioned this on the show a bunch. I have ADHD. I left my cane behind at the rec room. Somebody else claimed it, thinking it belonged to one of their tribe mates. I've been in talks with them. They're supposed to be shipping it to me. But go ahead.
Well, it's good that it's being shipped to you,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I would have been upset, and I'm pretty sure the maker would have been upset if you lost it forever.
Yeah, no, I was glad I didn't lose it forever,
No,
because that does happen to
Because
me.
apparently when it was lost, they thought it would belong to Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, they thought it belonged to Wasteland Charlie Chaplin.
Makes sense because he has a cane.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I gave him his, because I went to go see the maker. He had a short one and a big one. I, of course, took the big one because I'm the taller one out of everybody here.
Yes.
But
Although I got that a lot this weekend. People kept telling me, like, dude, I didn't realize Commodore, like, people who had only watched the show but had never met either one of us in person, they're like, dude, I didn't realize how much taller Commodore was than you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, we're both sitting down.
fucking Razor was
Yeah.
like, fuck, I thought Hatter was the tall one. And he's all like, I thought Hatter was the tall one.
Yeah.
Because he's a little dude.
Because I'm only 5'8".
To me.
This motherfucker is 6'3".
Yeah, I am 6'3".
I'm 5'5".
And I'm 5'8", so I'm not a tall person.
I
I'm
am
average.
I am the only person in this household that is above the 6 foot average.
Fuck you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, my only complaint really I have about this cane, as much as I love it, it's pretty heavy.
Yes.
And as you can see, the hook is pretty sharp down. So it's hard for me to get a good grip at the edge. So as if it was a little higher, I would have had a better grip.
We could probably
For the cane.
create something for that.
I wouldn't want to fuck with it.
No.
I would say, here's my suggestion. Talk to Captain. He's a welder.
This is true.
You might be able to alter it or add some shit to it,
Yeah.
just like Figment said.
I was thinking like some padding or something, like some foam
Like
Okay,
right
so
here.
padding,
right there to make
padding could be good for sure.
it, to shift it, the spot you need.
But like I said, because like the hook is pretty sharp. So if this part was a little bit higher of a cane curve, I would have been fine. So, but either way,
Yeah, mine was a bit more like a
Cute.
candy cane, the way
Yeah.
it was curved.
either way, I love it.
Oh, that thing is
I can
gorgeous.
still use it technically,
A cane coat.
but for more of a comfort grip, I would prefer the whole hook be high evenly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
There's a number of
Wasteland. Now, what's up?
There's a number of comments.
All right, go ahead.
We're let's see.
We're all short
I
compared to me. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, kinda.
a little lad. Berries and cream.
Berries
Berries
and
and cream.
cream.
Says
God damn it!
Ha ha ha.
We can figure something out.
We all remember that commercial.
You're both welcome. I'm glad they both fit you very well.
Yeah, no, I
Yes.
love
The
it.
factors, yeah.
Like I said, I have ADHD, and I ended up leaving mine at the rec room, and
And I
somebody
didn't
else
see it
claimed
when I went to grab stuff.
And so because
Sorry.
somebody else claimed it, they have it. It's safety kept. It is being shipped
Shit.
to me at some point.
Good. So
We've been in
hopefully,
talks. They
hopefully
have
by
my
next
address.
show you can show yours off.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I will get mine back.
Yeah.
It's just safely kept in Arizona
Now-
right now.
Next thing.
Go ahead.
Something that I've been talking about on the show. For all you are aware of the Baron's hand, which, by the way, I told the Baron about the sword's name. His response: "The Baron is pleased about this."
If we're getting into show and tell, I have to show one of my favorite things I got this year.
Yeah,
After
let me
that.
let me finish this one, and then you can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I ain't got much.
I love this sword so much just because of the story and lore behind it. Why I even named it the Baron's Hand. However, I couldn't even wield it because there's nothing for me to strap it onto.
Fucking Santos.
This one was bold enough to go through Bartertown and find something that could work as a strap. So,
I stumbled on that and I'm like, wait a minute. That could be used for that.
they got a fucking, like, Dave Goliath style fucking...
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a sling, yeah.
Yeah, Dave Goliath
Yeah,
sling.
fucking Goliath sling, yeah.
But it was so fucking long enough that it would work as a fucking holster thing that could strap around the way I would want it. So I can now comfortably carry the Baron's Hand.
Side note, Santos is going, will Hatter be unpacked by next show? Probably not.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not. I'm a disorganized motherfucker. So.
A million Coyote Cane Buck says no. Okay, hold on, we got another comment. Vincent, one of my character's backstory is that he's a legionary that has a penchant for explosives.
Ooh.
I need to work on it for sure, but he's getting there.
I'm getting Treasure Planet vibes. The explosives.
Now,
explosives.
your show and tell.
Okay, so this.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yes.
That's pretty.
So, obviously, I've mentioned it before. Hatter, as a persona, is a gentleman train hopping hobo. Now, that connects into my own real life heritage, where my great grandfather was a Depression era train hopping hobo before he met my great grandmother and settled down and had a family. So the whole reason that I exist as a actual person is literally train hopping hobos. Now that plays into who I am as Hatter. Now I'd been doing the train hopping hobo shtick for years before my dad actually told me,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, your great grandpa was a train hopping hobo. Now, at the same time, I have been told throughout my life that as far as my physical characteristics as a person, I resemble my great-grandfather.
Nice.
So I've been told that I'm basically his living ghost.
Wow.
No
Reincarnation
joke.
is a thing.
Reincarnation by both my dad and my grandmother, who it was her dad. I've been told most of my life that I look like Russell Ridgway, my great-grandfather. Now, part of that is I have always wanted, but haven't had the money to get a railroad spike knife. Mad Ratter happened to come across one and was willing to accept my mediocre barter. Because now I do often sometimes bring some really great barter. This year I definitely ended up with not my A game, but I bartered what I had, and I was able to get this railroad spike knife.
Fuck yeah.
It still needs its own sheath because the sheath it has is
It's pretty though.
it's basic. The sheath, but this is a gorgeous fucking knife. It's leather wrapped. It's what we call Disney sharp.
Yeah.
So it looks sharp, but you can run your hands along it. It's not going to cut them, which is great for Wasteland because I don't want to actually hurt anybody, but I want to carry it.
Yeah.
So I won't be sharpening it per se, but I do need a better sheath. This is just kind of basic leather wrap to keep it safe. But if you have a good sheath, you want to barter, you want to talk to me, you want money, we'll talk.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm really excited about this railroad spike knife that I got this year. Hell yeah.
Anthony goes, is your character motivated by necessity or desire? Do you want to explode things, or is it just easily accessible and you're good at it?
He was talking to...
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it. I just want to read that up because it looked like a promo.
Gotcha. Why are we paused?
Now,
that might just be my...
my last show and tell.
Yes.
Well, maybe one of the last.
There we go.
The last planned show and tell.
Yes.
So, another thing. I've been talking about this for a while, especially on the show, how I've been on the hunt for cricket bats
Yes.
as a weapon prop. Because, of course, you always see, people with baseball bats, wrapping barbed wire nails, whatever. It's a very American thing.
Yeah. Baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. Fuck you.
I'm a classy motherfucker, so I go more of a classier sport. Cricket. Not to mention I'm a fan of Casey Jones, and he uses a cricket bat in the Ninja Turtles movie.
Nerd.
Fuck you.
Hey, I have a mask that's inspired by Casey Jones, so yeah. I get it.
Not only was I able to succeed this year in my hunt for a cricket bat, I named one the Spank Bank.
Yes!
And you were spanking people with
I've been spanking people all Wasteland long.
Woo!
A lot of asses.
Yep.
Male, female, non-binary, yes. However, I was also given another cricket bat because I told this story to a dear friend at the Dustwalkers. One of the coolest people I ever fucking met at Wasteland. Fucking Bookworm.
Oh, I love
Yes.
bookworms. Bookworms good people.
He came across one in Bowertown. A cricket bat. Already styled as it is. So, for those who can't read it from this far, it says, the supreme play paddle of butt stuff.
Butt stuff!
And then
Again.
the writing around.
Oh yeah, I'm getting to that. Now, if you can sing along with me. Can you feel the butt love tonight?
Oh god.
The peace the butt stuff brings. The ways for once in perfect harmony. Wasteland.
Oh my god.
Wasteland!
So yeah,
Fucking hell.
I
Go to Butts
now
Festival.
have 2 fucking cricket bats.
You walked in with 0? You walked out with 2. God damn.
All for, and your asses are all marked with consent.
Never
I have an
mind.
idea. We need to make you a logo that is your face holding the crossing fucking cricket bats. I need to make that into a logo for you.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Ducky's
we're gonna do
dead
that.
now.
We're gonna do that.
Alright,
We're gonna take a
Ducky!
picture.
You
We're gonna make
changed
that a
your
logo
name.
for you for
I
sure.
like that.
so we got some Vincent's going wink, 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 wink.
Winky faces.
We got Matt Ryder. Oh, I wanted that cricket bat. Which one?
Probably that.
The paddle butt stuff or the Spank Bank?
Yes. I'm trying to think of something that I have to show off. Actually, no.
Oh, I should grab my fucking fan too. Yeah.
Also, another thing I want to show
Yeah,
off.
show that fucking thing off. I think that's the main one I want to show off.
I'm not sure if he's viewing right now, but he was earlier. Good old Jeffrey from the Dustwalkers. He handed me this perfectly beautiful fucking blade. What was news to me? I haven't seen a blade like this ever. So,
Mender's like, spank me, daddy.
Sometime, maybe.
If you're good.
Play your cards right. So, what caught me off guard was the fact of the hilt and the blade.
Yes, this is interesting.
Some of you might have seen this. I've never seen this until Wasteland. Last Wasteland.
Never seen
I
this.
see. We have the hilt and we have the blade. But what makes it interesting, this
folds that way. What
so,
the fuck?
You know those like switchblades type thing? It only covers half the fucking blade. I've never seen that before. So of course we have this beautiful long fucking knife of a blade, but we can also fold it.
It's a grower, not a shower.
Yes. And it will show you.
It will show you the way.
It will show you the way.
God damn it, I blame you. Okay, so.
Any YouTube comments?
Let me check. Commodore's new cap?
Maybe. I have a list of things I could do for caps.
And then also, I'm not sure if they're still watching. If anyone who knows anything about the Lost and Found, I meant to bring this up after. Lost and Found thing. Raven is asking if anyone found a little broken ceramic heart with a paw and the name Mark in it. I'd love to know.
Okay.
Contact Lost and Found. There's got to be ways. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I would say hit up Wasteland Central or Wasteland Weekends Facebook. There's definitely a Lost and Found through the official event.
Renrat's going, I believe it's called the Friction Folded. Friction Folder? Something like that.
I was trying to look for my my fan that I got from Tooch, but I'm not sure where I put it at the moment.
Yeah, mine's...
Tooch gave a bunch of us fucking fold-out fans. I wanted to show mine off.
Show mine off.
I have it. It's here. It's just I'm not sure.
Yeah, mine's around somewhere. I try to find it, but like the place is a bit of a state of sorting.
Yeah, a lot of our stuff is not fully unpacked. Our apartment's a bit of a mess still.
I will say this: my shit's unpacked, just not put away.
Basically.
Yeah, fair.
So. This is the Figment's fan, similar to ours, but personalized for Figment.
Yeah, they were all similar in look, but have personal names and inspiration.
We have a nice, beautiful fucking fan. On this side, it's a heart Tooch, which we all got, and especially Tooch gave out many fans to personal people that meant a lot to Tooch.
Yes.
For those who are new, Tooch is basically our Joan Rivers of the fucking Wasteland Talk.
She has been She's been our most frequent guest, and we love her.
Oh yeah,
she's been a lot.
One of my first Wasteland friends. I will never forget it. Now, if you face the heart Tooch towards you and do this,
it's got my name on it.
So mine is similar. It has Hatter on it.
So yeah, this is Figment. Mine will say Commodore Pistol Whip, and him will say Hatter. Yeah. We showed them off on our episode when we were at Wasteland Weekend, which has not been uploaded yet, but will be here soon.
We're working on it.
We like I said, we have our friend Zeke, who is a much more talented sound person than I will ever be. He is editing it to clean up some of the sound, and then we'll post it when he's done.
But he's at Aftershock right now.
Yeah. Let him enjoy his
we got a question from Anthony Cross. Any costume mishaps? I try to add chains that connect to my septum. Ooh. That lasted maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, costume mishaps. Yes. My other hat... this hat.
I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna take a crotch.
Used to have chains on it also, and they have since vanished. So yeah, there are definitely mishaps like that. Even this coat had some other pins on it that I've had to try to reattach or fix. It's actually missing one at the moment that I'm still trying to repair.
I've got all of my chevrons, but I'm missing 2020 and 2021 because I had to rebuy them this year because I lost my 2021 before I had a chance to sew it on.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are plenty of costume mishaps. It definitely happens. You were
I have mine.
coat.
So originally I had brought like multiple like tops to cover the boobs because when you have triple D's, I'm like, I want to make sure they're covered and secure. I got out there and realized I could be topless and went, fuck that shit. I am walking around topless. I did have my vest on though. Problem I ran into, and how you're gonna have to let me know if this works or not.
Yeah.
So the inside of the clasps and things, the two right here, they have
Oh yeah, you can see the electrical tape. Is that pointing at? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got tape over it because they kept rubbing up against my nipples and they fucking hurt. Oh god, chafing was a bitch. God. So I had to tape over those, and at one point I literally like just looked at. I took some other like I think it was like first aid tape and just covered my nipples just because it was like, oh god, they fucking hurt.
Chafing is fucking real out there for sure. I have a shirt. And you'll see me wearing it at Wasteland. And this was down in that this shooting range was actually federal land where people would shoot. It's not a regulated shooting range. So when we went out there, it just happened to be that there was a mannequin that somebody else had left behind. I was bringing my Wasteland gear out there to really shoot full of holes.
Yeah.
So I took my shirt. I hung it on the mannequin. I then took several shots at said mannequin. I then actually ended up shooting the mannequin in the chest. Later on, when I wear this shirt now, it has a hole in the chest where my right nipple is.
Oh, God!
That is a real bullet hole created by a real bullet, but now I have a nipple shirt. And what I'm pointing out with all of that is that shirt, with the material it is made out of, will sometimes chafe my nipple.
Yeah.
So chafing is real. It's not fun.
No.
So yeah, the electrical tape on it over the stuff to protect your nipples. I'm like, I get it. I get it.
And I'm looking at it going, okay, so things I'm going to look over for next year. Like, I want to be able to walk around topless, but I need to figure out, like, either a different vest or, like, something that has maybe a little bit more coverage. Something. Mm-hmm. There's going to be something there. But as far as, like, other wardrobe malfunctions, I brought, like, a ton of gear, and I end up wearing basically the same outfit for mornings and the same outfit for nights. That's about it.
Yeah, I actually got this comment from one of my first years. During the day, I was wearing a real basic, just like ripped up shorts and a ripped up top. And one of my first years asked me more than once, like, dude, what's up with your outfit? Why aren't you like fully in the Hatter like outfit? And I was like, it's the middle of the fucking day and I'm hot. Fuck this garbage.
Yeah,
like,
fuck you.
This is my outfit right now. And the whole point is when the sun went down or when it was getting cooler in the day, even though this was not our hottest wasteland.
No.
But it was still warm. But it was still a really nice wasteland. But either way, during the day, I was often very dressed down. And one of my first years didn't realize that when my pictures come out and I'm in my full fucking regalia, that a lot of that is taken when I'm fully dressed, when I'm fully ready to go. So the thing that I will encourage people to do if it's your first year or you're just getting into Wasteland is don't be afraid to do costume changes.
Yeah.
During the day, you're wearing whatever's comfortable. As soon as the sun starts going down and you're ready to show off your full fucking... I put a lot of work into this. This looks fucking rad. But also it's heavy and it's hot. Put it on and fucking rock that shit at night. Get your pictures at sundown during that golden hour of photos. Hell yeah. Go
fucking ahead. Santa's like, don't lie. That nipple shirt is what you wear to the slammer.
Oh, yeah. Gotta wear the nipple shirt. Gotta be like, oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
I'm just thoroughly amused that I was the one least covered. There is legit a picture of me in the helicopter in my boxers, and that's it.
So,
that was fun.
since we're already over time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we should at least cover one more story.
Okay.
Ghoulcrest Takeover.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
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 Okay.
Let's do
So-
that.
Now, throughout the whole fucking Wasteland event, people who were Ghoulcrest members or were curious of trying to be a part of Ghoulcrest constantly came up to me. I'm pretty sure himself,
Yeah, for sure.
possibly Figment.
No.
So where's Ghoulcrest this year? And I had to keep my mouth shut the best I could. And I was like, yeah, look for it. The only clue I gave to them was look for the sign Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And Friday night, because the reason is Friday night. Fucking Captain brought his, the roach? The
Yeah, the cockroach.
The cockroach.
This is his truck, his
Yeah.
fucking rat rod truck.
He has it parked right in front of the rad sack, and he has the official Ghoulcrest sign that we hang up at the club that he builds. Right there, lit up. Plain
Sitting
as
on the bed of the truck.
plain as the eye can see. You cannot fucking miss this sign unless you're fucking somewhere but fuck nowhere, Tent City.
If you weren't there, you didn't see it.
You missed out.
Yeah, basically.
So,
A lot of people were there.
me, Captain, were behind the bar bartending. This motherfucker was doing what he does best and is appropriate people to proper good cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grouch and I would probably.
Sergeant Snapshot was also there with some pretty good cigars, but also photographing what he does best.
Yeah, I mean, Sergeant Snapshots donates cigars because he's got a good taste for them, for sure. But his primary thing, what he loves to do, is take pictures. So he will donate the cigars. And I appreciate the fact that he donates.
Yes.
And he is one of our cigar aficionados. But he doesn't hand them out. I hand them out. He takes great pictures.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a huge thing that Captain underestimated was the amount of you motherfuckers showing up. So he only brought enough shit for fucking like Bloody Marys and whatnot for like maybe up to 30 people. We had, what, 300 people?
Oh, yeah, easily.
Somewhere in the
Easily.
triple
To
digits?
set up, we basically had to kick everyone out of the Radstag, not telling them what was going on. There was a quick
To
like
start it,
half
yes.
hour like switch over.
Yes. And not only that, fucking the person who helps run Radstag, previously known as Boss Cap. I don't know his Wasteland name at the moment.
I still call him Boss Cap.
But-
it's still fine.
He was our asshole for that night. So he was basically narrowing down the fucking law. Saying, hey, single file line. You get one drink, try to tell your story, and then enjoy your drink, and then leave the Radstag.
Yeah.
Because we had
We
a
had a
line
fucking
going
crowd.
down
Oh
the
my God.
fucking street.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
The line.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was fucking insane.
Yeah.
But not only had Captain didn't bring enough shit for fucking Bloody Marys. I didn't bring enough shit for my drinks. I had brought my drinks too, and we didn't have enough ties for everybody.
No.
So it was fucking insane. A lot of people fucking earned their ties, Figment included.
Yeah.
We did have a lot of leftover cigars. I'm kind of disappointed in that. We ended up with a lot of people who were like, I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
And, like,
That's
you're
fine.
allowed to not
That's
smoke.
fine.
However, also, because we are a cigar club, please bring me the smokers. You don't have to smoke, but if you know a friend who likes cigars, please bring them, help them get their membership, so that I can gift them a cigar, because that's what I love doing.
So yeah, so fucking, I was also handing out ties because you could tell me a story and you could earn a tie that way. So I was handing out ties, Captain was handing out ties, and then finally we were like, fuck, we're out.
We don't have any more time.
And we were still like halfway through the fucking night, and we still had a big line, people trying to get the drinks, so we were like, hey, you can't earn your tie tonight.
Sorry.
We can still get a drink until the fucking drinks ran out, and then we can give you what we got. Then finally, around...
And you could still get a cigar. And I did
Yes.
hand out some cigars.
You did.
I was just
You did.
disappointed that I had leftovers.
You did.
That was a whole sorry about your damn luck.
Sorry about your damn book. Yes. So, it was basically about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Formerly known as Boss Cap, decided, you know what, it's late, you all need to fuck off now. We're cutting the line off. You all need to go.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
There were people that did not get in because
Yeah.
when I left around like 1-ish or so, there was still a decent line. Can I tell the Wasteland Elvis part?
Yes, tell us about Wasteland Elvis.
So, there was a point where outside, as far as I know, Wasteland Elvis does have his tie.
He does.
Yes.
He tried to bribe his way in early by
Nope.
bringing ice cream.
Now, mind you, people who were guarding the door were fucking big, like almost 7 feet tall Dukes of the Nuke motherfuckers.
And side note, yes, that was a James Storm.
Mongo included.
Yeah. And so he's like,
Mongo's a big motherfucker.
Yes,
for
James
sure.
Storm was referenced.
so he's like, hey, can I try to get, trying to bribe his way in? They're like, you have a tie, get to the back of the
Yeah,
line.
we-
Wasteland Elvis was told, no, you have to wait in
Yeah.
line just like the rest
We
of us.
had a line for
Dear
Ghoulcrest
gods.
members and people who are trying to earn their tie and still trying to get in.
Yeah. Because the way they had the door, it was the people at the tie and their +1 could go in, and then for every 2 of them, it was 1 person who was trying to get their tie. So it was 2 and 1. And they would alternate.
And
Yeah, I didn't actually know that, but hearing that, it makes me happy because I know that Ghoulcrest has this
Aura.
clout, this aura of exclusivity.
yes,
And even though we raided another bar and took over, we somehow still kept that.
Yeah.
Because that's us. Come fucking earn it.
yes. And I will say that majority of my signature drinks, mostly the Nutbusters, went straight to the door people from Dukes of the Nuke because apparently they were fucking addicted to this shit.
Although you made a couple kinky teenies.
I mean-
and I remember
oh.
the dead men had you kinky teenies
No,
and they loved
yeah,
them.
Dead Men love my fucking signature drinks. They were there and they had some drinks. I pretty much ran out of my fucking mixed drinks. Which is saying something because not many people really know about those.
Hancock was drinking one of your kinky teenies. And
Yes.
Hancock was like, oh my god, this is so amazing, I love this.
Hancock, fucking Murphy,
Yeah.
fucking the rest of the fucking newcomers of the fucking Dead Men. Even people are like, oh, I lost my tie. Can I earn another one?
Yeah.
We had a couple of those who apparently people who lost their tie or something happened to the point where they didn't know we were going to be there, so they didn't bring their tie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very much like a pop-up bar version of
Basically.
Ghoulcrest. Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
I got
So-
pictures, later on, I went outside. I almost didn't get back in because I had run to the bathroom
yeah.
and I'm trying to get back in. Like, hey, I was here during setup. Can I get back in?
Yeah, they were being very secure
no,
of who
I'm like,
comes
I was
in, who
Commodore.
goes out.
So someone came out. Oh yeah, that's Commodore's chick.
Yeah.
Let her in. Like, yay! I got it.
So-
I won the name.
It got to, 3 a.m. where we
Yeah.
finally kicked people out. Only a certain handful of people were still around, finishing their drinks. At this point, Captain fucked off from the bar, went to socialize. I stay at the bar because
That's what you do.
some people need drinks still.
Mm-hmm.
So people were like, whatever we had left, I couldn't do much.
Yeah.
Some person was like, gives me a fucking Viking horn. Like, here, give me a cocktail of whatever with whiskey. Not me. I don't know a whole lot of whiskey cocktails other than whiskey and Coke, but that's not what they want. So, I did my best to... Here, Commodore Surprise. They liked it. They literally hand-tipped me... Where is it? Not you.
One of them.
Not you.
Do you have to, wade
big
through your
one?
wad
A
of
big
fucking
one.
money?
Okay.
50 million Coyote Canyon bucks.
Dear gods.
Nice.
Which is more than what most wanted posters are worth.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Not
True.
yours,
If I
though.
agree, yeah.
Like, it's not 75.
Listen, I'll get into that.
That's
So-
a story for another day.
Oh,
They did that,
we'll
and
be
finally,
talking that,
now
sure.
that everybody's been kicked off, the fucking Dukes of the Nuke doormen were able to come inside and enjoy the night. Fucking Mongo was like, just give me a gin and tonic. So I'm like, okay. Here you go. He takes a drink of the cocktail I made him. Puts the cup down, and he just stares at it for like a good 15 seconds. And I'm like, Mongo, is everything alright? And he's like, don't you fuck with me. I know what you did. Like, this is fucking amazing. What did you put in it? It's a gin and tonic, so I put gin and tonic.
And my dick. I mean, what?
And my dick! So, and he even gave it to, like, another fucking big Dukes of the Nuke motherfucker, and he was like, oh, this is motherfucking
And if
amazing.
you don't know Mongo,
You don't taste the gin nor tonic. This is good. What'd you do?
this right here is a tall motherfucker.
Yes.
Mongo towers over this
Yes.
That
motherfucker.
was disturbing.
Oh yeah, Mongo's bigger than I.
Yeah.
And that's saying something. Not many
Yeah,
people,
exactly.
only a few people I could personally sell at Wasteland that could do that. Fucking TK
Yeah.
and,
TK is also a tall ass motherfucker.
and firmly
yeah.
known as Boss Cap.
Yeah. Boss cap for sure.
There's some tall ass
So they, oh my god, he got hell emotional and started hugging me like, dude, this is fucking, thank you so much for giving us, this is so much, thank you so much. And like, I was like, dude, you're welcome. Like, if you guys need more drinks, just let me know.
That was a good night. We both got back to the tent like
We-
after
oh, yeah.
3 a.m.
Oh yeah, you.
No, I got back after 3.
I got back after fucking like 4 or 5.
No, nuh-uh. Because by the time
Dead
I
man.
got back, it was that night. It was a little bit after 3 when I got back. I'd been back at that tent for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then you walked in. You're like, "What are you doing still up?" And I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
"What's
That's
that?"
right. The Deadman was another night because there was a night where I got back around 4 a.m. because me and Deadman got hella drunk at the fucking outer post, the place where the Waterworld theme is,
Oh,
with
okay.
the faceless merchant, the train, the train outpost.
Yeah.
Where I finally got membership to do the VIP area, which is
That
a
was
beautiful
interesting.
fucking thing where like you go inside, you show your membership, they have a bookshelf, they pull a book and it opens.
Oh, I still have to earn that membership.
That was
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, you're right. I still have to earn
So I got in there and sure enough, the first motherfucking face I see in there is like Murphy from Deadman, like,
Yeah.
hey! Commodore, come on in! And they're all fucking doing this and that, and then fucking we're doing blowjob shots, and I will say I kind of fucked up on my blowjob shot. I will say this only because
You stood up.
I stood up. I thought I had a better advantage if I stood up and it just raised down at me, but the moment I stood up and tried to take the shot with no hands, only my mouth,
Yeah, that's how blowjob tries.
I lost footing where
Yeah.
I was at, and I slipped, and then
Oh.
I fucked everything. So I got my booze.
Yeah.
I've earned them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was entertaining.
It happens.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you don't know, I mean, you should know what a blowjob shot is. But a blowjob shot, you take it, your mouth only.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
And you don't use your hands. And quite often they top them with whipped cream.
Yep.
Maybe Wasteland it might be different. I
It was
don't know.
whipped cream.
So anyway, the whole point of blowjob shot is you do the whole mouth, tilt your head back, and take the shot. Now, yeah.
The thing is, though, you have to make sure there's nothing left in that shot glass.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
there's something, even a drop,
Yes.
they will boo at you.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what Commodore's talking about. Like, he did a blowjob shot at Wasteland. I've done blowjob shots before. I have yet to do one at Wasteland itself.
Oh, it was good. Like I said, if I didn't fucking stand up and lost my footing, I probably would have succeedingly had a good blowjob.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
So yeah.
Phrasing. We're still using phrasing?
Yes.
So yeah, fucking. That was my Ghoulcrest story. Did you have any particular things that happened during the Ghoulcrest takeover?
I mean, okay. So, I had a couple different things happen. Well, number one, with the Ghoulcrest takeover, that was fucking a blast.
Yes.
I walked up, and so the Ghoulcrest takeover was Friday evening at approximately midnight. So going into Saturday. I went and saw the Attack show. I went and saw the show that was after that, which was Charles Miller or whatever his name was. The guy from Godhead.
Yeah, who does now country.
So I saw his show, and then after his show ended about midnight, so I went to the Ghoulcrest. And so I was already on this like super energetic, like hyped high of watching Old Blood, and then Attack, and then Jason Charles Miller. And so I was just like fucking pumped, and I'm ready to go into Ghoulcrest. And then as I walk up to the Radstag, it's just about the time that they're doing their whole setup and they're kicking everybody out. So I walk into Radstag, and I get kicked out with everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, like I'm here for the game. Just how do I get in to do my thing with the cigars? And so they're doing their whole thing. They're kicking everybody out. And then Boss Cap grabs me and says, hey.
Bacon's heading to bed. You have a good night, Commander Bacon.
Good night.
Bye. Fuck you.
Fuck you. So Boss Caps grabs me and says, hey, so yeah, we're kicking everybody out, but don't worry, you're getting back in. This is the back entrance so you can do your thing. So I come in, I'm fucking revved up, I'm jammed, I'm ready to go.
Fuck yeah.
So then I go in, and then I get kicked out, and then I go around the back, and I do my whole thing with the cigars. And the amount of people who came up to me already with something I've run into over the years of Ghoulcrest is that we have a lot of people who come into that bar who have never smoked a cigar, or who have smoked cigars but have had bad experiences.
Yeah.
And they want to learn how to do it properly. So I do that. I show them how to light it, how to cut it, how to puff it. Now, smoking a cigar is not exactly rocket science, but if you smoke it wrong, you know how that goes.
Don't inhale it.
Don't breathe it in, you will puke. Don't put it in your lungs, it will fuck you up. So, if you've had that experience smoking cigars, and then you come into Ghoulcrest and you tell me that, I'm going to walk you through how to do it right. My point is that night at the Radstag, 95% of you were like, you already knew that was the stick that I was giving, and you were just like, yeah, give me a cigar. Like, I want, like, you were ready for me to give my whole spiel.
Yeah.
It was very interesting because, like, I'm used to having the person be like, oh, would you like a cigar? And they're like, I've had bad experiences. And I'm like, okay, hold on. So let me give you some background and explain to you how a cigar should be smoked.
Yeah.
So that night, most of the people were like, oh, yeah. I've had a bad experience, but I heard you can help me have a better cigar experience.
There you go.
And I was just like, oh, fuck, you've heard about me.
Oh.
So, side note.
Yes.
Gilly just sent me the video of you taking your blowjob shot.
Oh, yeah. How I got it, too.
Okay.
Yeah. I miserably fucked that up.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos still coming out. I'll make that plug. If you guys have pictures from Wasteland, please send them to us. We want to do a new slideshow intro, a new slideshow exit. There will be pictures from Wasteland itself. Send them to wastelandtalk@gmail.com. No spaces, no special characters, all one word. We will try to put together a new slideshow for the third season that will be pictures from the actual event.
And if you're not following the page, I'm going to tag the page in comments right now. Go like the page. That way, we're going to be having some polls coming up. We're going to try to get some information from you guys on who you want to see maybe as a guest, what info you'd like us to pass off, what stories.
Yeah, we're trying to bring in a lot more guests this
We have a
season.
list of people who we want as guests.
Yeah, and some of them we've already talked to at Wasteland or otherwise, and we're in the works, and so we're trying to have a lot more guests.
Half of them involves us going to SoCal.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, so if you personally have an interesting story and you want to be a guest, we are open to that. I had a lot of people come up to me at Wasteland this year and ask me, how can I be a guest on Wasteland Talk? And to be honest, we tend to default to Wastelanders that we know, that are veterans, that we are comfortable with. However, that does not mean we're willing to have anybody as a guest. But we get, what's the word I'm looking for? We get absent-minded about some of it.
Yes.
So if you want to be a guest, please let us know. And you might need to remind us more than once.
Yes.
Because we're just going to do the show regardless of whether or not we have a guest lined up for the night or not.
Yeah.
If you want to be a guest, please let us know. So we're always trying to look for guests. We're always trying to get... I had a lot of people come after my bounty just because they wanted to be a guest.
I remember the person who's like, "Oh, I am the best bounty hunter." Da, da, da.
That was Showdown.
Yeah, and then when I mentioned you, "Oh, you're the best bounty to get," and like, I got that guy. I'm under my pocket.
Now, in all honesty, Showdown did get my bounty.
Okay.
But because Joe had captured my bounty already.
Okay.
I had already paid out my grand prize, but I still did a poker game with Showdown and their friends, and so Showdown should still be a guest.
Okay, so
at some point.
So in a way, so what? They were like, "Oh, you took the cash prize, but you didn't get caught."
Yeah. So for me, as my prize, just like Figment was talking about, where they had 3 posters out, I had 3 posters out. And even though my grand prize was already taken, I had enough extra prizes between my my poker chips and my hobo
Better
coins.
hunter than Lord Marshal Rope.
So I had enough payout between my chips and my coins that I was willing to pay out for all 3 people. I only had 2 people show up. All 3 posters were taken, but only 2 ever showed up to meet me. And it was, of course, Joe and then Showdown. And so Showdown was... We ended up playing poker.
Yeah.
And I ended up putting out a bunch of my giveaways, and they ended up cleaning me out of all of my giveaways.
God damn.
We played some legit fucking Texas Hold'em poker.
Nice.
Saturday night at the, at the fucking, why am I drawing a blank? What's the name of the saloon? The fucking,
Rat Stack?
No, the other saloon. DXC.
DXC, yeah. Oh, Forlorn Hope.
Forlorn Hope, thank you. Okay, so at Forlorn Hope on Saturday night, myself and Showdown and several of Showdown's friends did a long game of like 3 hours of Texas Hold'em, where I had all of my giveaways, maybe $200 or $300 worth of chips and caps, and they cleaned me out by the end of the night. And so that was a lot of fun. And so that is one of those things where, like, even though my prize is already claimed, I'll come play. You want to come after me? My bounty's already taken, but I got more shit to give away. I'll give it all out.
Oh, yeah.
So we ended up playing all that out. And so I should have them on the show. We'll arrange it later.
Yeah. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my whole point. If you want to be on the show, please message me. Please message Commodore, Figment, whoever. We will try our best to
the
arrange
Facebook page, Wasteland Talk.
It's been tagged.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, a couple last things.
Mm-hmm.
Always, if you want to support us, support your local Wastelanders, support their Etsy shop, support Gilly. buy our patches, wear them on your outfit, show them off, tag us, all that shit.
Now, before we also end,
Yeah.
I should probably throw this out before I forget.
Yes.
The fuck you of the episode. And I believe this honor should go to Joe,
Yeah.
who fucking successfully, in a sense,
Yeah.
got your bounty.
Yeah.
So, Joe, whenever you rewatch this from YouTube or whatever, we give you honorary fuck you of Wasteland Talk.
Yay.
Fuck you, Joe.
Just
Such a weird fucking Wasteland name, but hey,
Joe of the Wasted Saints, yeah.
Just
it's
Joe.
it's the simple things that count. So
Nick-
Joe,
Just Joe.
wherever you're an average Joe, a cop named Joe that goes, "Hey, Peter,"
God damn it.
Nice.
or just a Joe,
Average Joe.
Or whatever.
G.I. Joe.
or a G.I. Joe.
Knowing is half the battle.
Gia Jose Santos in my penis.
Motherfucker.
So yeah, fuck you, Joe.
Enough so about your shit.
Also, for people who want to buy some of Wasteland Talk merch, you can go on Gilly's Etsy store,
Which has been tagged.
which has been tagged, where you can find the official Wasteland Talk patch, which he has on his jacket,
You can show off on mine.
which
It's
is
been
on
tagged.
Figment's vest.
Other side. Turn. Aim for the titty.
It's on my vest, but yeah, that.
Right there.
So you could show us support that way. And you supporting a fellow Wastelander by sending your money to Dear Gilly,
Yes. Oh.
who's done so much for this fucking show.
And
Yes.
at the same time, so we will eventually be setting up a way to donate directly to the show. I've been busy. I haven't set all that up. But if you want to contribute directly to us, hey, we always take gifts, ship them to us. But we will eventually have...
We're
I
thinking
don't
about
know,
setting up a
some way.
Patreon maybe at some
Patreon,
point.
something like that.
We're going to figure that out. Now that Wasteland is done for this year, we're going to have the time
Yeah.
to
So
start doing
that
all that.
will come up. I was asked a lot this year about how you support us. We will work on all that. We appreciate the fact that you guys just want to support us because we started doing this for fun, just because we were bored, just because we wanted to reach out.
Thank you for
So,
watching.
thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for wanting to give us some kind of gifts for Wasteland, compensation, actual money.
Thanks,
all
Billy.
that's appreciated. The last thing I want to say before we close out. We were talking earlier about the unexpected things. Faith asked about what were our most unexpected things that happened. So, number one for me, I was recognized a lot by our fans. I'm not joking. From the
Same with me.
From the moment I showed up and parked my car in line, the person in front of me was like, "Hey, I know you. Hey, you run Wasteland Talk. Oh shit, you're Hatter." And then as I'm walking down the line looking for my friends, I got recognized by at least 5 or 6 people. And throughout the weekend, probably at least 100 or so of you recognized myself and probably Commodore and Figment.
Yeah.
As fans, as viewers, we're like, "Hey, I'm happy to see you. Oh my god, it's great to meet you." That, for me, was one of my biggest highlights of the weekend. But, on top of that, a personal honor for me, and something that I hope plays out, and we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna fucking put it out there anyway. Hatter for mayor of Wasteland City.
Oh yeah, potential mayor.
Yeah.
So, I will put this out there. Because it just might happen, and regardless, no matter what, I mean, I hope to God it happens. I'm gonna fucking work my ass off to make this happen. But So if you guys know Wasteland, obviously there's a lot of lore, there's a lot of story. One of the things at Wasteland is there is a mayor of Wasteland City. The current mayor is Ms. Mayor of the Death Caps. Now, Ms. Mayor and I have a rivalry in story. And we have played this up and built this over the years.
Ha ha.
What's up? What's up?
A lot of 19-year-olds recognize you, huh?
Comment from
Says
Santos.
Santos.
Fucking Santos. That was fucking the Rust and Fire
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Which I still want to attend to if they do it again next year.
Yeah, the Rust and Fire event, I got recognized by a bunch of fans, including a couple of
I know.
young 19-year-old Wastelanders. Attractive young ladies who were hitting on me, but nothing happened. We're not going to go into all that.
No.
Yeah.
But at Wasteland, I was approached by Ms. Mayor, the current mayor, who was curious if I was interested in possibly being the next mayor of Wasteland. That, regardless of whether or not it comes through the full planning, because it's not just she says it and it happens. It's a whole voting process. It's a whole thing with the tribe's mood.
Yes, it is.
We can get more into it in other episodes. But regardless of whether or not I get the full nod and I get the full honor, regardless, just to be asked if I wanted to be the mayor of Wasteland was one of the moments of like, oh my god, I'm blushing, I'm gonna cry, like I'm gonna like just
The potential Maybum.
So
Ooh, bum.
if it happens for
The Maybum of
2022, Hatter, former
Maybum.
mayor,
Maybum.
Wasteland 2022. Because you know what? The fucking anti-hero, the fucking hobos, are taking over fucking Wasteland.
What?
Now, before closing, I will add, Gilly made me a special fucking patch
I ordered
by help with the fucking Figment
a special
Void.
patch. Give me my fucking credit, thank you.
I'm getting there. Give patience. I have enough of people who didn't have patience today.
Me? Patience? What's that? It's like my attention span, non-existent.
Says I had a shitty day at work because someone didn't have patience and tried to complain to my manager. about it.
Sometimes Figment likes to be a brat and poke the bear.
Oh yeah, someone.
Yes, I do.
Sometimes the Figment likes to get the thumb. So, Figment was
Subscribe
generous
to the
enough to
OnlyFans.
talk
I mean,
with
what?
Gilly about a personal patch for me. It means I got it. It means a lot. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to stitch it onto my vest in time for Wasteland. I am gonna work on it though here real soon. It is a hello. My name is Patch, and you probably don't see it, but on the name part it says the Drinker of Worlds, which is one of my nicknames at Wasteland because I can drink a lot and still feel sober as a bird.
This
Yeah.
man could knock him back for sure.
I scare people. If you look at a few episodes back, you can see the episode we were
God.
with Major.
Yes.
Major was terrified.
And the next morning, who woke up with a hangover?
Yeah.
And who was, hey, let's go get some
That
food.
next morning with me when Major was here, I was the one. He was the one with a drastic fucking hangover, and me, I'm up and about going, "Hey, you want Curls Jr.?"
Oh, God, food.
I mean, I can knock him back for sure. This motherfucker,
Santos.
drinker of war.
Figment will be the only person to get banned from the Slammer in 2022. Book it.
I'm willing to try.
Okay.
Okay, we wrapped
I think it's time to say
Aw,
adieu.
I've got all this energy now.
So, a final huzzah?
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
I have
Fuck you all. Thank you for joining us. We will be doing this show again on the 23rd.
23rd.
23rd. We'll try to
Of
get
this
it at
month.
regular time.
We'll try to do it at the regular time, of course. Today was an exception because work shit. But, of course, we were doing a lot more shows. We've got a whole third season. If you want to be a guest, hit us up. We've got some guests planned, including some major fucking Wastelanders like
Yes.
Adam Chelsing, like
Dead Men.
Makeshift, Dead Men.
Well, also, not official, but an idea
Working on.
I'm working on. Having Attack as a guest for Wasteland Talk.
Yes.
Whether we're there or they're on here digitally.
Yeah.
And then the cross.
And then
Maybe
the
a
crossover.
with another show.
With
Crossover
another
hopefully with Makeshift,
who
with
does
his podcast.
another big fucking Wasteland show, probably bigger than ours, most likely bigger than ours.
Yeah, we're getting there though.
The Apocalypse Post.
Yeah. Yeah.
met,
So
met
we're
him,
supposed to be.
super nice guy.
So we're gonna do a
Podcast.
crossover where he'll be on our show and we'll be on his show.
Yes.
We're excited about that. I've known Makeshift for many years myself. Commodore's known him, and then Figment met him for the first time this year.
I mentioned I was part of the show. He's like, "Oh, I know that show," and they just
Yeah.
hit it off perfectly.
One
fine.
of the best compliments I got this year. I go up to Makeshift and I say hi to him because we're friends. I've known him for a long time. And we're doing our casual, like, hey, catch up with your lives. Hey, what's been going on, all this shit. And then we hit this spot where it's just like this low in the conversation. And we're just like, And he goes, by the way, dude, I love your show. And I was just like, oh, I love your show.
Aw, bitch.
And he's like, and then I turned to him and I said, okay, so I need some help. And he goes, what are you talking about? I was like, your show is, and the way I said it, and the way he corrected me, I agree with. But I said, your show is better than our show. And he goes, no. My show has a different format.
Yes.
And I was like,
Which
okay,
it does.
fair.
Which it does.
Fair. And he goes, my show is pre-recorded. It's pre-set up with the questions and everything. So everything's pre-set up. And he goes, your show is more
Live and
off the
authentic.
cuff. Yeah. And I said, okay, fair. You're right. However, I would like to have more of your polish. And he was like, okay, we'll talk about some of that.
Yeah.
Some tips for
That helps with
polish.
time.
Anyway, my whole thing was to have him be like, I love your show. Your show is really great, but it's different. I was in this point where I was kind of in awe of the fact that someone who I admired also admired what I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, now, thank you for all joining us.
Yes.
There's a lot more stories to
A
tell.
lot more stories to tell because we haven't even scraped the barrel yet. We haven't even
No.
scratched the surface of what happened at Wasteland 2021. Let them know the shit that we got.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
stay tuned for the 23rd of October, Saturday. Hopefully, 7 p.m. So,
Do we want to keep it at 7? Or do we want
I want to keep it at 7.
We'll try our best. I mean, we'll see what turns out. But yeah, 7 p.m. is
Because
good.
it helps our East Coast.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I like the earlier time.
earlier than 7?
Yeah. Like the 5, 6 o'clock?
We haven't even done that since we started the
Oh,
show.
I liked it earlier.
We have jobs now. So,
That was just me sticking my tongue out.
I bid you adieu. So, good night. Mwah.
Good.
And goodbye. Bang.
All right.
See y'all on the 23rd.
Good
Yep.
night. God damn it, I'm not watching that thing. Goodbye and good night. Bang.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're debating wrestling stuff at the end of the Wasteland.
Goodbye. Good night.
Three of you was a fun experience.
Okay. So, like we mentioned earlier, my briefcase computer went through some fucking
Changes.
emergency surgery at Wasteland. So everything isn't set up quite like I'd like it to be. But either way, thank you all for joining us, and good night. I'm gonna try to play a little bit of exit music and
See if it works.
see if it works. There we
We're all recovering from Wasteland, even the computer.
Right.
Still got laundry to do.
No kidding.
Yes, and good night. I'm gonna try to plan.
What the hell?
I think you would know that. It's fun keeping you around.
Yeah. Even YouTube is not loading to play some exit music. So
Okay.
So good
Anyway,
night.
we're
Fuck
going
up.
out.
Fuck you.
Drink some water. Go to bed.
We're out.
Party medium.
Party medium.